Music fills the air, echoing through the night. Heavy footsteps in the background, shadows taking flight. Searching for critics in the dark we roam. Whisper O.C.S.T, calling them home. Lost in the wilderness, chasing the unknown. Bigfoot noises surround us, the forest alive. Whoops and howls in the distance we strive. Legends come to life under the moonlight.
Hello.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to O.C.S.T.
Bigfoot and stuff.
I'm your host, Harold Milam.
Hey Jim, can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
Hey CJ.
Hey, CJ.
Hey Goodens.
Good and Otto, good to see you.
Awesome. So, just let you know, we really don't have a topic, so it's
Talk about
whatever.
whatever within reason.
Well, yes, within reason. We don't have any fishing stories like Michael Haywood or.
Oh, I got fishing stories.
Well, I don't. He may, and it could be cool, but we don't get to go out cast a line right in our backyard like Mogs and Stevie B. So
Then we're gonna walk about a mile and a half to do that.
Mile and a half on the river. 5 times 5. Okay, what did I miss? Are you talking about Connor? So yeah.
Yeah, we didn't get a chance to do anything over the last couple of days when it was nice outside.
He hasn't been feeling well, so
yeah. A little under the weather.
And it's kind of hard to
do
anything when you don't feel good.
Yeah.
And then had a doctor's appointment today, so I didn't work today.
Yep.
Which was really weird, not having to work on a Wednesday. So but it's going fine, CJ. And nothing's the matter, just normal checkup, bull crap that you have to do for insurance purposes. To make sure you're okay.
Yeah, I got mine in 2 weeks. Yay.
So they, obviously took labs, so I was not feeling 100% after I got home. I hate giving blood. Something is going around everywhere. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I had a little touch of that for a while, coughing my guts out. But
ew! Don't say that.
Well, I mean, it
not literally.
Did kind of cause me to have a little bit of a gut issue. So
yeah, well, I think there's something else going on with that, but
yeah.
But anyway, so the link is in chat. Anybody wants to come up and say, "Yo, what's up?"
Yeah, you don't have to show your face. You can turn the camera.
Yeah, you can do this. I'm just kidding. But yeah.
Let's see.
I believe we said hello to everybody so far.
Yeah, right now we've got 2 people.
Come on, people, come on.
Or 3 people.
Hey Jim, I saw your driving video. You have some beautiful scenery around there, buddy.
Yeah, we watched it.
Mm-hmm. I want to go kidnap the waterfalls and bring them to Oklahoma.
Reminder that this show is for entertainment purposes only.
Hello, Sharon.
Hey,
Love,
Sharon.
how are you? How are you feeling?
Good to see you.
I forgot my tea.
I see that. It's okay. So there is no topic tonight. We're just bluntly talking about our day. Like I mentioned, I don't know if you
Hi guys.
yeah, my baby.
Hi, Mama.
I'm drinking the new
Blackberry
Blackberry
Dr.
Dr.
Pepper.
Pepper.
Have you guys okay.
It's delicious.
Well, he likes it. Have y'all tried it?
They're not a sponsor.
Nope.
No. That would be Batman. I would love to have Dr. Pepper sponsor us.
Sharon says she's been busy all day.
Yeah, I
I feel
understand
you,
that.
Yeah.
Sharon says hello, CJ.
Hi, Sharon.
But yeah, like I mentioned earlier, I had a doctor's appointment earlier today. Nothing bad, just routine stuff. You know, lab work, my weight, blood pressure, all that garbage. So, yeah. I was
Yeah.
really happy with my blood pressure, though, you guys. You have no idea. After I ended up in the hospital in the end of 2022 with my issues going on, I was really happy with my blood pressure today. So, and then they were giving me a new medication. Not saying that there's anything wrong. It's just to help me possibly lose a little weight.
Same one I'm on.
Possibly, yeah. I hope it works because I'm not happy with my weight at all. Excuse me. So if you guys are praying people, pray that I find a way to lose weight besides, the monotonous exercise all the time and stuff like that. And yes, I'm cutting calories and cutting carbs and all that stuff. I'm trying to do the keto thing. This is just for entertainment purposes. I'm not so I'm trying to do the keto thing, and it's kind of hard that he has different things that he needs to eat, and I need to have different things that I need to eat, and the kids will eat whatever. But
Yeah.
it's
They tell me not so much protein.
and I'm going more protein, low carb. So it's just, I don't know. That's where I'm at right now.
Of course, my issues are more cardiac issues.
Cholesterol and and things like that.
I have
So
to cut out the proteins and a lot of carbs. I still have to keep some carbs in my diet, but I'm supposed to cut out a lot. So
Okay.
I have to do mostly white meat.
Here, you can have me. I'm a white meat. No, I'm just teasing.
No, but
Laugh, people.
like chicken, pork,
Fish,
fish,
turkey.
turkey. Yeah. I can have beef every once in a while.
The thing is that we really don't eat much beef. I mean, ground hamburger is about the only thing we really.
No, because
Once in a while, we'll have a steak.
yeah, we started doing more turkey.
Yeah.
More ground turkey instead of ground beef.
Which, by the way, I hate cooking. I hate cooking ground turkey.
It starts out bad, but once it starts cooking, it cooks just like hamburger does.
I don't know if you guys have issues with that, but I do. Anyway. So, what are you guys up to? I know, Sharon, you've been busy with your job.
What'd you do over the last 2 warm days we had? If it was warm where you're at.
Jim, did you go driving anymore? How about you, Goodens?
Yeah. We stayed home, did laundry, did work.
We need it. We should have went outside and got some things done out there. Oh,
I wasn't feeling up to it though.
oh! Guess what I saw today? No, yesterday.
What?
A robin.
Oh yeah.
The spring
There was
is
only
on the
3 of
way.
them today.
Spring is on the way. Spring is on the way.
Yeah, Jim's right. Come on, Sharon. Come up on the panel.
Yeah, come on, Jim.
Come on, Jim. Come on, Sharon.
We're not forcing anybody, you guys. We just love to see you guys and
Sharon's been landscaping all week.
landscaping. Has it been nice in Louisiana? Excuse me. I bet it has been since you've been landscaping.
Yeah, we gotta finish raking up the yard.
Yeah, so we can mow it.
Yep.
Woohoo. So? I'm in my, well, no, I'm not in my PJs, but you guys get this. I know that, was it last Wednesday? We were freezing to death. Y'all, I had the fans on today. I'm like, turn the fans on. We haven't turned on the air conditioner yet. We don't need that yet.
Yeah, last week we had to sit our rear ends in front of the heater
The heater to
to
keep
do
warm.
the show.
This week we're in our normal spot.
Yeah, feels normal.
What's normal? Sunny and 77 yesterday and today. Nice.
Nice.
No rain, which is good for
Yeah.
you.
Our rain's coming.
Our rain is coming, which we need to keep the risk of wildfires down in Oklahoma.
Yep.
Yeah. Which is, that season's coming up fast, and I don't like it. Not saying I don't like spring. I just don't like the time where it, from like the very beginning of spring when it's so dry out still and nothing's greened up, to when it actually turns green. We have really bad issues with wildfires here.
Yeah, but then on the other hand,
When the wind
in order
comes,
for it to get green, we got to go through the tornadic weather.
well, but we need rain. So
Yeah.
I'm praying that the rain that we get is substantial enough.
Oklahoma can get pretty scary in the springtime.
Grab a 6-pack and a lawn chair and watch it come. Oh,
Oh, my beer. No.
Jim, yay, it was 71 there today in North Carolina. Well, that's nice. Did you go excursion, driving around, whatever you call it? Because that's a nice day.
Yeah.
Not tonight, Jim. I've tried it and I can't turn the volume up on my... Oh, yeah, you're on your phone.
I couldn't turn my ringer off.
Oh, yeah, okay. So he came, hi, Figgy.
Hey, Figgy.
He came into the doctor's office today with me, and I told him, turn the ringer off on your phone because he has a lot of spam calls, which a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's like, I tried, it wouldn't turn down. I swear to goodness, I think your phone went off like 6-7 times in the doctor's office.
I turned the volume all the way down, and then I went into the settings and turned the ringer off, and it still rang out loud.
So Figgy, since you came in a little bit later and has welcome in, we're happy to have you. We don't have a subject tonight. We're just talking about stuff. About the weather, it could be about fishing, it could be whatever. Even though, like I said, I don't have very many fishing stories. He might, but I don't. Airplane mode, Jim asks.
Yep.
Who knows? His phone is a piece of...
No, I don't put my phone on airplane mode.
stuff.
I'm so used to having to keep it up and active because having to take care of my mom
Oh, yeah.
now that she's
In
gone.
heaven.
Having to adjust everything. So
Yeah, see, okay. I hardly ever have mine on volume. I hardly ever have my ringer on, which is weird because of work. I have to not have it on. Excellent. Yes. So If you have anything or any issue you want to talk about, Figgy, it's open mic night.
Except we don't have any mics in the chat.
Not yet. LIB, where are you? WTF, Mike, where are you? Michael Haywood, where are you? How many more Michaels do I know? Mikey and is it Sally? Is it from
Sarah.
AI Mike?
AI Mike.
And the other Mikey from Mogs. I can't remember his wife's name. Your friend Old Bear. Yes. What about Old Bear?
Yeah. We kind of
He
messed up on the timing of that. I was gonna.
not sure. Would love to have him back though, most definitely.
I haven't heard from him.
So
actually,
if he's watching, hopefully he'll pop in. We'd love to see him come back up here.
I was supposed to do a show. When was it? Friday? Yeah.
Sweetheart, I don't remember.
I was supposed to do. I was supposed to do his show Friday. I missed the timing because I'm not on the East Coast. I'm not on the West Coast. I'm Central. And
So it was all messed up.
yeah.
So we apologize for that. He was actually looking forward to doing that with him, and we kind of just messed up, and so that was our bad.
I'm trying to set up. I'm trying to set up a new time with him. I really would like to be on his show.
Yes, and yes, we love all of you guys. Thank you for being here. Like Sharon said, we love you guys so much.
Yeah.
Kind of like we mentioned, was it later part of last night's live with Mogs and Stevie B? We're a family, and we love all of y'all. So we're glad you guys are here. You okay?
Yeah. Yeah, we couldn't do the show without you guys.
Nope, we couldn't. Hi, Sharon with 2
Hey,
R's.
Sharon.
How are you? Greetings from Oklahoma to Belgium.
How's the weather?
Yeah. No topic tonight. We're just talking.
Yep, just chatting away.
I have a question for you, Sharon. What is the time difference? What time is it over there? I know I probably asked you many times, but I don't remember. I barely remember what I did yesterday. Besides work. And dishes.
Yeah.
And cook dinner.
I haven't had any contact with any Bigfoot or anything lately because I haven't been able to go outside.
Even, well, from coldish, wet, and rainy Belgium, it's currently
3:17 a.m.
Like,
I'd be sleeping.
well, we are so glad that you're here being with us crazy people in this time zone. So, and is this your rainy time of year, Sharon? Because I don't know much about Belgium, so I have to Google stuff. But I'm interested now.
We appreciate insomniacs too.
And yeah, where's Mr. Lee?
Rain on
day.
and off all day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Could you guys use the rain over there, or is it
It is at the moment.
monsoon season? Oh, is it? Is it the monsoon season over there? Connor's asking. Okay. $63. I don't even know what. See,
63.
it's 53 degrees here, mostly cloudy. At least that's what my computer says.
Feels good outside.
Like I said earlier, we don't have the heater on. We're not sitting in front of the heater tonight, y'all. We're sitting in front of our Bigfoot thing. Or, yeah. So,
not wearing our jackets or.
well, I have my sweatshirt on, but
Well, it's a light hoodie.
yeah, it's kind of this sweatshirt is like older than molasses. Hey Jim. Yay.
All right.
Hey Jim. Hey Jim.
Hey, Jim.
Wow.
Wow.
Harold's on the ball.
Well, he
I
doesn't
barely
blacked out.
I barely got in the back room, and boom, I was up.
Yep.
We don't like keep nobody waiting.
It's like when I was in the backstage at Moggs, it was like 5 or 10 minutes before we realized I was there.
Because he has his blacked out. We
I
don't.
finally typed in chat to Stevie B to tell him I'm backstage.
That's funny. Well, we're
Hey
happy.
Sharon.
We're happy you came up, Jim. How's it going?
Well, I was just trying to show Sharon that you don't have to be on camera, and I'm on my phone.
Woo. Yeah, we understand Sharon though, because I get it. Laying in the bed in her jammies, I wouldn't come up either. But
Well, who says I'm not?
well, true. I don't. Yeah, don't want to know.
There you go. We will not expose TMI.
TMI, exactly.
Which road trip did you partake?
What was it?
I don't know.
I forget where it said you were traveling. You went from
One place to another. Okay.
one town to another.
Yeah,
It was
that
a
was
pretty long drive.
that was Virginia,
Yeah.
Oh,
probably. Well,
But
I've
yeah,
got one that's going from Winston-Salem to the South Carolina state line,
Oh, yeah.
and then the most recent ones are up in Virginia. I wanted to ride on the Parkway, but I figured all the storm damage was in the southeast of North Carolina, so
Yeah.
I went into Virginia, and I was not able to drive on the Parkway in Virginia.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
It was
wow.
covered with limbs.
It's amazing that, I mean, I'm sad that happened to, all the states over there, North Carolina, Virginia, South Carolina, all that.
Yeah. Sharon, we understand.
Yeah.
You can pop in and out
Yeah.
if you please. You can go stay over there on that show
Yeah,
too.
I'm sure I
he's-
know where you're headed. Tell AI Mike I.
Everybody's behaving tonight. Everybody in chat has pushed the thumbs up.
Yay.
Yeah. Yay.
Thank y'all. But yeah, I'm sad that all of the hurricane wiped out almost like a whole entire state basically, and I'm hoping that everything gets back to normal or whatever they consider normal
Yeah.
over there.
Right. Well, most of the damage is in the mountains. Like where I'm at here, this is more foothills. It's everything's pretty much normal. But that drive to the Parkway, it took me 2 hours to get there.
Hey, Face the Ace,
Hey,
how you
Face
doing?
the Ace.
Peace.
It's good to see you.
That took
Good
you a
to
couple
see you.
hours. That's a drive though, and like I said, it's beautiful. It was gorgeous. It's just when I'm don't nothing against your video. When I watch somebody else drive, it makes me dizzy. Like I can watch like a something on YouTube that he's watching and they're traveling. I'm like, it's making me dizzy.
I've been like, hey, babe, look at this. She looks at it. Oh, that makes me dizzy.
So it was gorgeous.
The one driving the curvy back roads, I tell everybody you might want to take your Dramamine before you do this.
Well, even when we went down to Talihina, there's parts in that drive alone that made me dizzy a little bit because I was driving and I had to not look up at the mountain, try to not look at the mountains because it would make me go,
Yep. Up
So-
over every hill and then turn. She'd be like, "Oh no, this makes me dizzy."
So it's like
There's
I close my eyes and readjust. And yeah.
there's a stretch of road that starts in western North Carolina and goes into Tennessee, and it's only a few miles of road, but
Mhm.
there's 129 curves.
Oh my
I think
goodness.
is the number. And motorcyclists from around the world come there to ride it. It's called the Tail of the Dragon,
Hmm.
and I've driven it a few times. And now that we're talking a little bit, I might have to drive that and video that little trip.
Oh, I probably will not watch that one, Jim. But
That's okay.
Figgy says that's a great picture in the background.
Ours or his?
She's probably meaning the X in the background there. Yeah, 'cause
I'm not sure which
The
one
wood.
referring to.
the woods.
Oh, the woods.
Yeah.
The giant
the
X that we found.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun finding that. It wasn't there. We had went in. What was it? August. I think. Yeah.
I don't remember, baby.
Yeah, it was in August of last year. We'd gone into the Sharon Garden trails in Wichita Mountain Wildlife Refuge, and I had found previously when I went in with Jim from Jimmy's Cryptid Quest.
The Bigfoot.
Went in there with him and his dad, and that X wasn't there. There was no sign of that anywhere. And then I took Christy in there, and it wasn't there. Almost a year later, it wasn't there. We went twice back in there. The second time we went was in September of last year.
I don't remember.
Yeah, September of last year. And I start filming at the steps. There's these steps on the trail at the head of the trail, and then we get up over those steps, and we probably go about 30 yards, and all of a sudden, off to the left, you could see that X, and it looked big from a distance, and got up close, straight across from it, and I noticed on the bottom of that there's the limb that goes crossways this way. On the bottom of it, it's actually semi-attached to the tree, to the stump, but it's broken straight across on the bottom. It's like it snapped just perfectly straight, not cut, but it's snapped and pushed over. And then the one coming up this way is not attached to anything. It's broken off just like the other one, but not attached to any stump. And I looked around all around the area, and there was no trees there where they were pulled from the ground or broken off at the stump. So there, I'd say each limb is probably about, I'd say about 12, 13 feet. 12, 13 feet, and it makes the perfect X. And they're shoved into the trees on each side. I walked all around it, didn't touch it. Don't ever touch an X when you find one, because it's a possibility that could be a portal. It has a lot of energy, and if you touch it You don't know if anything bad will happen, but you don't want to risk it. You don't want to piss them off either. Because I walked around that, and then we went down the trail, and it was probably about 35, 40 minutes later. It was starting to get dark, so we had to turn around. Before we go to turn around, she starts hearing coyotes, right? And I can slightly hear them, and they get louder and louder and louder, and it's a whole pack of coyotes. But then it turns into a whole bunch of people coming up the trail towards us, coming out of the trail towards us, and we thought, oh, it's just people. Those people went past us, and then the coyotes started up again, and they were getting louder and louder. So we're like, nope, time to book it. If you watch the video, I have it on the channel. If you watch the video, you can hear the coyotes in the background. That was pretty exciting. I wish I'd have gotten more on camera, but got that beautiful picture of the X.
We need to go down there again.
Yeah.
Soon. Starting to get warmer now, you guys. So, hey, our adventures are going to go continuing.
I don't think the Sharon Garden area got touched by the wildfires.
I hope not.
I think it was on the other side of the highway.
You know, they actually had a controlled burn down there the other day.
Yeah.
I was like, leave those poor animals alone.
Well, they
I
have
know
to
they have to
burn out the underbrush. Yeah.
It makes me sad to see my mountains, so I'm fine.
It really makes it hard for researchers, because you go in there and a lot of the trees are charred, so you might catch something on camera, or you think you catch something on camera, and then you go back and look, and it's just a charred tree. Yeah, you have to have a good eye for seeing stuff in there. And all the trees that do survive are old and bent.
Like me.
Yeah, they're
I'm old.
because there's another thing too. When you go in there and you're looking for tree bends and breaks, you have to decipher what bends and breaks are done by the fires, what bends and breaks are done by the wind, and then what bends and breaks are done by
Creatures.
other creatures. It's a good place for somebody to go in and learn. That's why I invited Jim to go along, because he was just breaking into it. He was just breaking into the cryptid investigative world, and that was actually his first Bigfoot adventure. So
Now he does them all the time.
Yeah.
On his own.
Yeah, that man is very knowledgeable. He's very he's got a great memory. He's got a great way of explaining things. He's got a good future in the Bigfoot world.
Enough about Bigfoot. No, I'm just kidding. Jim, you're awfully quiet now.
Well, I tend not to talk over other people.
I know.
Harold was in the middle of a good story, and I don't want to interrupt a good story.
A good story. So
I have not seen the black cherry Dr. Pepper yet, but trust me, once I see it, I will have it.
Blackberry. It's the blackberry Dr. Pepper, and it's
Oh.
amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing.
Well, that'll be good too. I like both blackberry and black cherry.
Show on the camera.
Yeah, blackberry. So
The writing that's white is showing up the background.
yeah,
Yeah.
I know. Isn't that cool? And of course, zero sugar, like everything else in this.
Oh, I can't do that. I can't take anything that's not natural. I don't do anything that's fake. Y'all can have the fake stuff. I'm going to keep it real.
Keep it real then. Keep it real.
If
No,
I could find Jolt Cola, I would be drinking Jolt Cola.
Joe Cola.
Jolt.
Jolt.
Oh, Jolt Cola?
Yeah, that stuff was good.
Yeah. All the sugar and twice the caffeine or something like that.
Mhm.
So is it kind of like Mountain Dew on steroids?
Yeah, but it was more like a Coca-Cola than a Mountain Dew.
I know, but I'm
It
saying
lives up to its name, Jolt. You drink
Okay.
it. It's like,
Yeah.
I guess I've never had Jolt Cola, Coke Cola, Jolt. Well, okay,
yeah. My parents had to really, really, really try to entice us children to stay away from that stuff. Wouldn't you rather have a toy?
no.
No. I want a sugar
Come
rush.
on.
Give me this drink and I'll make my own toy.
Yeah.
Oh,
We can drink the soda and go outside and play with sticks.
Lord.
was it Moggs talking about Mountain Dew last night? I think he was.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about Mountain Dew, but it's almost impossible for me to sip it. You gotta gulp that stuff. It's that good.
Well,
I got to stay away from that stuff.
okay. So then you probably will not like what I have, what I would call it. So I don't drink Mountain Dew ever. I don't like Pepsi products. So, yeah. I
Yeah.
call Mountain Dew Horpee.
Connor, on the other hand,
Horse piss.
On occasion, I will have a Mountain Dew, but 99% of the time, it's going to be a Dr. Pepper.
Yay! I like Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper is my jam. Or Coke.
I used to drink just too much soft drinks and iced tea all day long, and now I'm down to one drink a day. And
Is it a 2 liter?
oh no, one can. And sometimes I'll go a day or two without having any, but most of the time it's one can a day, 12-ounce can.
yeah.
Yeah. There for a while, right after I would drink quite a few regular Dr. Peppers, and then my doctor's like, you need to cut out some sugar. And I'm like, okay. He goes, well, do you drink Diet Dr. Pepper? And I went, no, I do not like Diet Dr. Pepper. He goes, well, have you tried the zero sugar Dr. Pepper? I was like, I have. It's not, nah. Well,
It tastes a little different.
it tastes a little different, but it's not as bad as Diet. So I drink the zero sugar now. And my kids are like, zero sugar, Mom, this stuff is gross. Well, you want Dr. Pepper or don't you?
Well, that's the good thing about around this part of the world. There's different strokes for different folks.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to drink it because I don't need the sugar. The caffeine is what I live for. I don't need the sugar. So, just like my coffee, I don't drink my coffee black. I drink it zero sugar creamer.
There you go.
I have to have something in my coffee. I can't drink it black. It's gross.
I have gotten, thank goodness, I've gotten to the point where for coffee, I got down to one spoonful of sugar, and now I'm doing one spoonful of honey.
Okay. Well, honey's
Yeah.
a lot better for you than sugar. Sugar is. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to be a little more healthy. Trying is
I did that for a while with my coffee. I would do black, but I'd add a spoonful of sugar. I did that for a while.
Spoonful of sugar makes them.
I used to not like putting anything in my coffee. I used to drink it straight black because.
Now you guys, the sugar-free stuff with me.
Yeah.
I'm bad influence.
I would drink the dark Colombian. Just
Yep.
Make hair grow
Straight.
on your chest.
yeah. hmm
Mm.
Yeah, and on my old coffee maker, I had it where you could set it to very strong. I like my coffee strong.
You like campfire coffee then, or cowboy coffee, as they say it.
I blame that on my brother. Blame that
If it doesn't, if it won't make the spoon stand up in the middle of the cup, it best make the spoon dissolve.
Right?
on. Yeah.
Colombian coffee is strong. Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Oh yeah.
Um,
The dark roast. Yeah.
even okay, I was gonna go back to coffee and then having it, sweet and all that stuff. Cammie, my daughter, that you've seen a couple of times, she loves to go to Starbucks. And we don't do it every day or all the time. We do it once in a while. But let me tell you, that shit is sweet and I can't do
Bleh.
it. Oh my gosh. I mean, I love my daughter to death and I love having our mother-daughter things, but
I just don't see the point of spending $9 to $15 on a cup of coffee.
but it's the fancy. It's the fancy pants coffee.
For $12, I can buy a canister of Folgers at Costco that
Yep.
will last me for 2.5 to 3 months.
I wish coffee lasts that long in our house. I mean, crying. I make coffee every day. Probably a couple of pots of coffee, depending on how cold it is here.
2 to 3.
Yeah, but how many of you are in the house there? 3 of you?
There's 3 of us that drink
Three
it.
of us that drink it. Yeah.
Yeah. See, there's only one person here, so
Yeah.
Yeah. Count your blessings, Jim.
I do.
Figgy says that's what I'm drinking now.
I couldn't drink. Well,
It's too late for coffee.
yeah. Well, I don't know. Mogs and Stevie B seem to drink coffee up until 11 o'clock their time. So, whoop.
Yeah, well, they try to stay up till about 1 a.m. their time. So, yeah, it takes a little bit of caffeine encouragement.
Better than the other kind of encouragement.
Um,
Anyway. Oh,
I think I went to sleep about 11 o'clock last night. I woke up at 1, got up, made a pot of coffee, drank it, got relaxed, and then I was able to go back to bed and go to sleep.
Oh yeah. Sometimes it does help. It
Maybe
helps
that's
you
what's
get
wrong with me.
relaxed.
maybe when I wake up in the middle of the night, I get up and make a pot of coffee and then try to go back to sleep.
Oh goodness.
Not happening.
Yep. Then you'd be like, honey, I can't sleep. I can't sleep. Can you stay awake
Cuddle
with me?
Okay, you guys. Enough of that crazy. So, do you have anything in your coffee, Figgy? I'm asking now. Yeah, me. Intrigued.
Yeah. What do you put in your coffee?
Yay, Sharon, welcome
Yay,
back.
Sharon's back. Yay.
We're talking about coffee now. Do you drink coffee, Sharon? Oh, I always teased Harold when I first met him because when I go down to visit him at his house, I always said that I like my coffee, I like my coffee like I like my men.
Oh,
Hot, creamy, and sweet. Meaning white colored, not dark.
oh, there's so many bad jokes that I'm not going to go.
That's why I reiterated what I was saying.
Figgy says yes.
Yes,
No.
it is.
But just remember how you put the welcome mat out right there.
Sharon. Don't tell Mr. Lee.
Don't tell Mr. Lee that you drink Coke. Hey, we like Coke. Coke Zero, actually.
Yeah.
Coke Zero and Dr. Pepper Zero.
Yep.
and coffee and tea and water. Water that I need to drink more of because I kind of got yelled at today.
One thing I'm disappointed about with the water flavoring stuff, I was an avid what's it called? It's on the tip of my tongue.
Tang?
Tang. Yeah, I'm staring at it and I can't read it. But yeah, Tang used to be so delicious when I was a kid. Now
That shit is nasty.
It's bland and nasty now. Oof.
That's why you
When I
fancy.
when I was a kid, every kid drank Tang back then because of the astronauts.
Yeah.
And I couldn't tell you the last time I even saw it in the store.
They actually do sell it now
Yeah.
in the tubs, like how the Kool-Aid came in, the round.
Right.
Okay, you know what I'm talking about, the Kool-Aid. They actually make it like that now, but with Tang. But see,
Yeah.
with everything going skyrocket, the price of Kool-Aid like that is not as cheap as it used to be.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I haven't bought Kool-Aid in so long. I'm not even kidding.
I actually like the energy drink packets that they sell at the dollar stores.
Yep.
Those are actually pretty good. And
I haven't tried any of those.
But if you don't like the taste of aspartame, Jim, because they're not all natural, you might not like them.
Yeah, you might not like it.
But
they do have the natural ones.
Yeah, the non-aspartame.
Of course, they cost a little bit more. About like $1.97 or something. Yeah. When I was on my major water kick, I'd have to drink a lot of water, and I still need to drink a lot of water because my doctor's like, drink water. But the only way I can drink water is to put something in it, whether it be, lemon or cucumber even, or the water packets or whatever. But the thing is I buy water packets, and there's 4 other people in the house. Cucumber water is actually pretty good.
That drink water packets. Like,
do you guys have a well, or you got city water?
We have city water, but they don't drink the water out of tap. We buy water bottle.
Okay.
Bottled water. The big Walmart 40 pack of bottled water.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, our water comes out kind of whitish looking out of the tap, so no.
I mean, we cook with that water and all that stuff. We make tea with the water and ice cubes. Because
I could drink a whole case of that water.
I know you can. And I think you almost have. Little piggy.
I could drink a whole case of that.
That park that I go to, and the one I got most of the videos about hiking around and everything. There's one water fountain that park has that's from a well. And I don't know what it is about that one water fountain, but when it was open with COVID, they shut it down, of course.
Right.
But I would take 2 or 3 gallon jugs with me and fill them up at that water fountain because it was just perfect water.
Oh yeah.
Water out of the well is amazing. Oh, at least that's what they say. I haven't had well water in years, and what I mean years is that I've lived in Crescent city limits for going on 8 years, so it's been longer than that for me.
I remember when I was a kid, when I lived on my first farm, and we had a well on that farm. My mom would get on to me because I'd go outside to the pump, and I would literally have my lips up against that pump going pumping that water in. She'd be like, hell, Eugene, get away from there.
Your
When they
mom?
use both names,
My mom.
you know you're in trouble.
Yeah. Oh,
When I go up, when we go up to my grandma and grandpa's to get water there, you dropped a bucket and wound it back up.
Oh, thanks, Sharon. Sharon said she's gonna send me some well water. Okay, awesome. Actually, send
Cool.
it to him because he'd be really happy. Hot Springs, Arkansas, you can get free well water. Awesome. Well, we're going to Arkansas, babe.
yeah, the well water in Arkansas, oh, it's delicious. Yeah. Our well water was on a farm in Iowa, and there's near the Skunk River. There's actually a river that comes off of there that goes underground. And when my grandpa first moved to Iowa, he was digging or he was plowing a field, and the ground caved in, and he found that underground river because he fell down in there. he said he fell about 12 feet, and
Dang.
and he landed right in the middle of a river of spring water. And
Yeah.
Was it cold? I bet it was freezing.
oh yeah.
Hi, Griff. How are you?
Hey Griff, good to see you.
Yeah. Great to see you, Griff.
Welcome to the
All
chat.
these familiar names.
We
Yeah.
like familiar. We like familiar people. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Bring
Absolutely.
plastic gallons.
Bring plastic gallons. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. The well, when we moved onto our first farm, the landlord of the farm, he was like, well, that well hasn't worked in a long time. I don't even know if the water's good enough to drink. Yeah, me and my dad go out there that very same day. We got that thing pumping, and we didn't drink the water for like 2 or 3 days. We just kept pumping the pump at the well, kept pumping the water through, and then back then didn't have all the stuff to test the water. We just would take and fill up mason jars with the water to see if it got clearer. See if there was anything swimming around in it or whatever.
Ew.
And once it got to where it was consistently not showing anything in the jars, then it was good enough to drink. And it was actually it tasted sweet. It didn't taste like water tastes nowadays. Nowadays, even the well waters are getting polluted.
Yep.
More and more. What?
Sharon said that we're all strange. I said, speak for yourself, Sharon.
Yeah, I'm strange.
Hmm.
I've accepted that.
I plead the fifth.
Normal is average, and who wants to be average?
Yeah.
I'm just crazy. Certifiable. I was gonna say something. Maybe one day, futuristically, we'll have some land where we can have a well, so we don't have to pay for city water anymore.
I definitely don't want. I don't want to buy some land if it doesn't have well water on it.
But that just means that we'd have to get a water softener. because my hair will turn orange. Because of the minerals in the water. Not funny, Jim.
Oh,
Oh, speaking of hair,
there's a carrot top joke there somewhere, but I'm not going to do it.
just say it. What the heck? So I did a thing. Was it yesterday? Last night. Yep, last night. I had Cammy cut about 3 inches off my hair. Last night. I couldn't take it anymore. My hair is so thick and long. And it was kind of really gross at the very ends, split ends and all that stuff. So finally, I convinced Cammy to cut my hair off. 3 inches. It feels a lot lighter now.
Yeah, I gotta trim my 3 hairs that are left on my head.
And the funny thing is that after I cut my hair, this may sound funny to some or gross to some. I handed it to Harold. I said, "Here," because it was just all bundled, wasn't loose or anything. And I said, "Here." He goes, "What am I supposed to do? Make a toupee out of it?"
Harold's just trying to make me feel good, saying he's got 3 because he knows I've only got 5.
But anyway, so yeah, I did that.
Yeah, I walk out of the bedroom with the clump of hair she gave me, and I put it on my forehead, and I'm like, "Look, I've got hair."
And I said, no. I said, throw it away, babe. I said, I like you just the way you are. You don't need to have a toupee.
Well, my grandpa always said, Lord only made a few perfect heads, and on the rest he put hair.
Oh,
He was
snap.
right. He was right about that.
Snap. That's awesome. I got...
And the League of Bald-Headed Men, whatever the proper name of them is, I don't know. They meet here in North Carolina.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they come from around the world to have their meetings here because they meet at the coast in a town, Morehead City.
Morehead City?
For real. For real, no joke.
I believe you're just the way. Okay, sorry. They're actually in Minnesota. Is actually a town called Morehead, Minnesota, and that's when you said Morehead City, and I just kind of laughed. Sorry.
That's like Greenville. There's a Greenville in 7 or 8 states, maybe more.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like Stillwater. There's a Stillwater, Oklahoma, and there's a Stillwater, Minnesota. So when we moved to Minnesota, someone said, "Oh, we're going to Stillwater." And my first thought was, why would you go to the land of the Pokebills? Because I was thinking Oklahoma State and Stillwater. And they were like, "What are you talking about?" I said, "Oklahoma State." She goes, "No, Stillwater, Minnesota, south of Minneapolis." I'm like, "Oh. Whoops." Anyway, funny joke or funny story.
Griff says he's been to Morehead City. I think Griff was in the Marines, so he's spent a lot of time down toward our coast.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Griff, that's awesome. Are you a veteran? That's amazing. Thank you for your service.
Yeah.
And anybody else that's in the chat. We like veterans. Veterans are cool. Hi John. I know you're in here. How you doing, brother?
John snuck in the chat.
And Sharon, I would not look good with short hair. I've had my hair short before. I do not look good in short hair.
Believe it or not, I used to have hair down to the middle of my back.
Now that would be a sight to see.
Straight. I had the thin Indian hair, straight and long, and I like my hair.
I only had mine down to my shoulders.
Jim, I cannot picture you with longer hair. I can't. That's funny.
No, John, I didn't have a mullet.
You think that's funny? I was dating a beautician, and this was the '70s, and everybody was blow drying their hair straight and everything. She cut my hair one day, and she said, if you let your hair dry natural, you'd have an afro. So it was actually curly.
Oh,
And
really?
I let her. She took a pick and picked it out as it dried, and I had an afro for a while.
Yeah, that's cool.
I don't now. That was when the hair was down to my shoulders. So the hair that long, that's a big fro.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can think of, not going to go there.
So you kind of had the Bee Gees look going on.
Sort of, kind of.
Harold was the original Joe Dirt.
I didn't have
No.
a mullet. I had long hair, but I shaved it off all around underneath and kept it in a ponytail. That's not a mullet.
I can see you with that. That fits you.
Yeah.
Okay, Sharon. I've actually had my hair so short where I've like bobbed it here in the very back, and then had it longer up here and had a permanent. Figure that one out, y'all. A permanent.
Okay.
Barbarella? What is he talking about? Am I okay? Yeah. But yeah, when I was right after my son was born, so 21 years ago, I had a short hair perm.
Yeah.
It didn't last very long, believe me. I didn't like it. So.
Yeah. My mom liked cutting her hair kind of short and
But your mom's hair was beautiful.
There was a few times she permed it in the tight curls, and
I can't picture your mom in short, tight curl hair.
Yeah, she did
because of the
times.
Native American.
But when my mom was in her mid-30s, she had hair all the way down almost to her behind.
On her hinder.
Yeah, long, straight, strawberry blonde hair. Yeah.
If I would have, okay, so the reason I trimmed my hair, and yes, I said trimmed because 3 inches is a trim for me because my hair is so icky on the very bottom, dead ends and all that stuff. I'm hoping that it'll grow back even longer for the wedding, but my hair doesn't grow very fast. So here's to hoping. But my mom cut my bangs too high once. I went to school looking like a monk.
Yep, he looked like a monk.
You have pictures, John? Send me one, okay?
Oh, I got him in storage.
We have to go to the storage so we can.
No, for a while when we were younger, me and John and our brothers and sisters, my dad would cut our hair, placing a bowl on top of our head, and he'd.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So you look like the guys from the Three Stooges?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we
Lord.
dressed in the 70s, early 80s clothing, and yeah.
Y'all, I'm marrying him. Remember that.
I have a picture from the 4th grade where I have the bowl hairdo, and I'm wearing an old 70s green t-shirt. It's got a orange and yellow stripe across the front. And my pants were
were they plaid?
They were plaid bell bottoms.
Okay, everybody, I am so glad his sense of style has changed for the better.
Harold, my bell bottoms had the wide lines going up and down.
Oh yeah.
And about 6 or 7 different colors.
Jim sporting a 70s leisure suit.
Mhm. I never had a leisure suit, but in the early '80s, I did fall victim to the Miami Vice look. I got one of those. I can't remember what they call them. There's a special name for the jacket,
Oh yeah.
but anyway, I had one of those.
Sure.
I wish I could find one picture that I wouldn't mind other people seeing. It was somebody at work took a picture at a get together, and it was me cleaned up for the business world. And that one, I think everyone would be probably fairly shocked.
Oh yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah. I need to get our family pictures out of storage and go through them and post some of them on Facebook.
Oh Lord. Hang on. I'm seeing if I can find my hair when I was younger. Hang on.
Uh-oh. Here we go, folks.
Yeah, I know. Embarrassing, but hey. I have
Hey,
to show
you're braver than I am. The photos of me with an afro are locked up.
you.
If it wasn't for the fact that I'm really big into photography, I would have burned them. I would have burned them or shredded them years ago. But I got pictures of my ex-wife I can't bear to give up because I took the pictures and they're really great pictures, you know.
Yeah. Oh, I have pictures like that too, believe me. Hang on.
John says our grandma bought some used platform disco shoes once. She had me wear them to church. It was about 5 years after disco was a thing. Yep.
Oh, I had brown patent leather with brown suede platforms.
Okay. So seriously, I had a perm. I don't know if you can see it.
Kind of.
Kind of. Hang on. Let me see if I can.
The thing is, the background is doing its thing again and washing them out.
Yep.
It kind of looks like a picture of Bigfoot.
Well, that would do it with all of them then.
Yeah. It'll do it with all the pictures.
Shoot.
Bang.
I'm trying to show you that I had short hair, y'all. I don't know. We'll see if this will do it. Yep.
Yeah.
Dang it. I tried, y'all. I really did. The bangs look evil. Thanks, John. I love you. I mean,
Yeah. We had most of the pants we wore the bell bottom jeans. It was either bell bottom jeans or high water. High waters.
like capris, babe. That's what they're called now. Capris.
I can't deal with high waters. I don't know what it is about them, but I just can't deal with them.
Griff, yes. It's because we have I don't know why it's the green screen or whatever it is. But there was nothing green in the picture.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Maybe I will post it on our O.C.S.T page.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Why did they change the name of that from community page to post or something? Why did YouTube change the name?
I don't know. They changed up quite a few things, but I don't know. I don't know the reason behind it, but I guess to keep things fresh.
John, something like more like night crawlers on your forehead. Ha 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 ha. Dang.
Griff called it because they can.
Yeah.
That's it, Griff. You're exactly right. It
Mhm.
wasn't, so they tried to fix it.
I know. I'm sorry, guys. I was trying to show you a picture of when I was younger.
You
Way
did good.
I
You did
know.
good. Don't worry about it.
But
I think I probably have to put it on here. There's
to present it.
yeah,
Oh,
present clips and
maybe one day.
pictures. Yeah, I'll have to upload a whole bunch of pictures and stuff. That way we can bring them up on the screen. They won't be distorted because they'll go in the center of the screen, kind of like how the opening and closing goes.
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry, you guys. Get me on. I even took a nap today. That's so weird. I did not work today, and I actually got to take a nap.
Yeah.
After my doctor's appointment. Because I was really tired.
She asked me to take a nap with her. I'm like, I don't nap during the day. I can't. I just can't.
No, he just sat there and played his crazy football game. yelling at the TV. John.
I didn't yell.
He yells at the TV, John. Harold was what? Harold was the movie theater Pee Wee Herman. Ha ha ha.
No, I didn't wear the suit and the
Wait a
bow
second.
tie.
Was he not? Didn't John wear the suit in the
Mhm.
tie thing? Not.
Yeah, John has a picture when he's like 19.
And I have a copy of
Every
it.
time I saw him dressed in that suit, I was like, Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean.
I'd be like, hello, I'm looking for my watch.
Again.
Well, I had to have a regular Dr. Pepper since you were drinking that blackberry Dr. Pepper.
Rock on. We like we said, no, we are
Yeah.
not sponsored by Dr. Pepper, even
Yeah.
though that would be epic.
Griff, I have sported a bow tie in the past, but I never dressed like Pee Wee Herman.
Figgy has a question for you.
Okay, question from Figgy. Question: have you guys seen the giant from Sunny
Vader?
Vader video? No, haven't. I'll have to check it out.
Okay, so I have a double question. Who is Sony Vader and what is it about?
Yeah, I have the same questions.
Yeah.
Is it about Bigfoot?
And is it clear or is it so blurry you got to use your imagination?
See, we're not the only ones that think that there ain't. Yeah, okay. Okay, Jim, we got you. No, I haven't seen it, and he said he hadn't seen it. Is it good? Darth Vader's happy brother. Sean?
I think he spells his name Sunny instead of Sonny.
Yeah.
Sony?
It's
But
probably pronounced Sunny, but
yeah.
but no, we'll have to check it out.
Yeah, we have a lot. What? Check it out?
Look it up.
Oh. Is it on YouTube?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes, she said it's on YouTube and it's clear, so I want to see that.
Yeah.
Sony Vader.
Yeah, she's looking it up. Yeah, I'm curious now.
I want something at least as clear as the Patterson film.
Mountain Bigfoot shows the true strength. Is this one? Is this it?
I don't think so. I've seen that one, and I really don't think that one's real.
Oil field workers dash cam records image.
Yeah, Figgy, the Bigfoot looks like a human. That's why the one where he's pushing over, or he's throwing a tree.
This one looks like there's cloaking.
I don't know if I can believe that one.
This one looks like it's cloaking right in the middle.
Yeah.
I'm good. I guess I'm gonna have to subscribe to this guy. Person?
Post the link so that
Oh, okay. Well,
everybody else can look it up.
He's only got.
Hey, Mr. Duffy, how you doing?
Mr. Duffy, pleased to meet you.
Hi, Mr. Duffy. How are you doing, buddy? Welcome to the craziness. We're talking about whatever.
Figgy's trying to find it.
I just posted his page, so
yeah.
The
link's in the chat if y'all want to check it out.
Let's see. The Mysteries Unknown podcast keeps showing. Okay, I'm not sure what Mr. Duffy's saying. So,
the Mysteries Unknown podcast keeps showing a close-up, stabilized film of Bigfoot from Colorado, looking right through the window from the nose up, and I can't get it out of my head. Yeah, that one I believe is real. That one, I believe that one is real. I don't think it's a person in makeup. I don't think it's CGI. I don't think it's AI.
The other, since it's been so warm, the other day I opened this curtain right here, and kept it open all night to see if we could get a peeping Tom, so to speak.
Yeah, I should have had my game camera.
Don't know if anything walked by it, but because obviously I went to bed. But that morning I came out here because I work right next to this window right here, and left the curtain open all day. Let me tell you, I had a hard time concentrating because, I see a bird and I'm like, oh, squirrel, that type of thing. So it was nice and sunny and the birds were out and I had a hard time concentrating.
Mr. Duffy says Stan Romanek has videos of gray aliens looking through his window in Colorado, and the government framed that guy and put them in prison for some bogus.
Interesting. Huh.
When I was about 18, my little brother, he's 3 years younger than me, we would go on walks down in Corpus Christi, Texas. We go on night walks to Shoreline Boulevard, which was about a 3-mile hike. We'd go through this one park every night, and we noticed across the street from the park, we had met this man that lived there. He was out taking care of his yard or whatever, and he said hi to us, and we stopped and we talked to him. He said he was a scientist. He worked for the government. Well, he had mentioned that he was going to go on vacation with his family. So if we saw anything weird happening around his home, let him know when he got back. Well, yeah, he went on vacation. He was gone for 3 weeks. The first week that he was gone, probably about 2 days in, me and my brother were walking across the park, and we looked at the man's house, and everything was dark except inside there was flashlights going off all around in the home. And we stood there at the park looking for a little bit, and it didn't stop. The lights were just going off everywhere in there, and so we just were like, when we come back, we'll check it out some more. So we go on our walk and come back, and as we're coming crossing the street to go into the park, I noticed my brother's looking over at the driveway, and we get to the slide in the middle of the park, and my brother's like white faced, and we continue walking. We get to the end of the park. He's like, I said, "What's going on?" And he says, "You'll never guess what I saw over there at that man's house." Right. So we're turning, we're looking at the man's house, and I said, "What did you see?" He's like, "I can't tell you." And
Then why did you say anything if you can't tell me?
I'm like, you have to tell me. You have to tell me. And finally I got him to tell me before we started walking back home. And he said, "I saw a little gray alien." I was like, "Why didn't you tell me?" He's like, "Because I know what you'd do. You'd probably run over there and try to grab it." I'm like, yeah, exactly.
I told you about the time that I was driving along and the people in the car with me saw the red glowing eyes and they didn't tell me because they knew I would stop and go try to see what it was.
Right? Well, that's just like when we go driving. He wants me to stop at every. Yeah, I'm like, I'm not stopping. We would never get home. One day I'll have to just do that. And we'll stop at every little, so you can go investigating.
Yeah, well, my brother, he says, if I would have told you, I know you would have ran over there to the bush and you would have tried grabbing him, and then something would have came out and grabbed you, and then I would have been all by myself and had to run home and tell mom and dad that you got abducted by aliens. And I'm like, no, I would have grabbed him. I would have beat the crap out of him and got him home somehow. And he's like, no, that wouldn't happen. You know the stories about a month after that, it was when me and my brother actually physically got chased by men in black.
And that's what's wrong with you.
We got chased twice by men in black. The first time was we were walking to work. We were walking to work about 6 o'clock in the morning, and there was a white van parked at a bank in a bank parking lot. That's on the route that we go to work, and there's no cars around except that white van. And there's two men in black suits sitting in the van, and they got sunglasses on, and it's 6 o'clock in the morning. There's no sun at that time of the year. There's no sun out. Yeah. And they're sitting there, they got the blonde crew cuts, I should say, and black suits and tie and black sunglasses. They back out and come out onto the road, and they're coming behind us, and they're staying behind us, following us. And me and my brother keep turning around, and finally, we stop for a second, and I yell out, "What do you want from us?" And they speed up and drive on. Well, about a year and a half later, me and my brother had seen like UFOs flying in the sky at night. We'd always go out and night watch and all that. And then my dad and my brother saw a cigar-shaped UFO. And I saw the red sphere that came after that. When I went outside, when they told me, "Hey, you need to come check this out," I saw a red sphere come down and swoop over us, and then went back in the sky. Well, a few days after that, then me and my brother were going on another walk, but it was in the daytime, and we were walking to the mall, about a 2-mile walk. So we're actually coming home from walking to the mall. On the way back, there's this little mini mall, and at the time there was some kind of thing going on at that mini mall with the senior citizen group. They were having some kind of celebration, and me and my brother start cutting through that mini mall, the south side of it, through the grass, and that white van pulls up. The white van pulls up into the parking lot, and this time 6 men in black suits and sunglasses, all with blonde hair, with military cut blonde hair, come out. Oh, sorry.
It's all right.
Cammy's home.
Cammy's home. Say hi to Cammy, everybody.
Yeah.
Hey, girls.
But anyways, 6 men jump out of the van and start running towards us. And me and my brother are like, "Oh, crap, they're back!" So we start running. We get up to the mini mall, one of the buildings of the mini mall, and we go around the corner, and we see that group of senior citizens. Well, we decide to run in the middle of that crowd, and right when we get in the middle of that crowd, those men in black, all 6 of them, come running around the corner, and they stop, and they're all standing still, and they're watching us. And this old man standing next to me looks at me and says, "Are those men chasing you?" And we're like, "Yes, sir." And he's like, "Men in black, huh?" He's like, "We'll take care of it." And he goes and gestures for his buddies to come over, and he's like, "We need to chase them off." So they go walking towards those 6 men, and those 6 men are standing there, and they go like they're going to take their sunglasses off, but then they decide to turn around and walk away. Well, that group of old men come back, and they're like, "Yeah, can't say that they're not gonna come after you anymore, but I don't think they're gonna be back around here. Y'all are more than welcome to stick around until they're gone." So that's what we did, and that was the last time I got bothered by anything like Men in Black.
So the guys that were helping you, did they ever tell you what they knew about Men in Black or who they thought these guys were?
No, it's just the one guy's like, "Oh yeah, Men in Black." He's like, I guess he figures they're chasing 2 young guys. I guess they thought, I guess we better step in. I mean, they didn't talk to us much after that. Those guys, we stuck around, and we just decided to mingle as part of the crowd, even though we're the only young people in there. There's some kind of senior citizens day get together, but seeing the 6 guys, they all look alike. They all were the same height. They all were skinny. They all had the same suits, same ties, same shirt, same shoes, same sunglasses. Yeah.
Was it a cult? Sorry. So we're sorry about the dog barking, y'all. Cammy came home.
Oh, puppies happen. No big deal.
Yeah, our puppies have high-pitched barks, though. It's crazy. But...
No, I've been chased by groups of men in suits running after us with the Bible in hand going,
well, that's never mind. No, we're not. No. Here, welcome in. We'll tell you some stories about Jesus. Sure. See whose story can top whose.
It's like one of my high school teachers was saying that a religious group come knocking at his door, And he opened up and said, "Hi, how you doing?" They said, "Are you saved?" And he said, "From what?"
Oh.
Oh, sometimes you just can't get no respect.
Well, I have a little saying here that I tease my kids or whatever, and I said, I'll tell them, you know where you're going if you don't change your ways? Right, Cammie? Yes, she's been taken out and fed. Connor did that for you. Cammie, where are you going to go if you don't change your ways? Hail.
Going
Yes.
to hell.
I figured she'd say jail.
Well,
I have too much money to go to jail.
Whoa!
she must have made good. She must have made good banking tips tonight. She's saying that. No, I always told the kids when they were younger. I told the kids when they were younger, I said, whatever choices you make, whether they're good or bad, will have good or bad consequences. So choose wisely. And the kids will pop off and would say, yeah, Mom, I don't want to mess with Uncle Mike. Uncle Mike is a city cop for the town next over from us. So they know if I have to call Uncle Mike, it's not good. What's work?
Uncle Mike's not scary.
Have you seen him in his cop uniform?
So he's not scary.
He's not scary. I wouldn't want to really make him mad.
She'll learn.
Mike pulled me over. I'm gonna laugh at him.
How was work?
I'm the only person that knows how to fucking do side work.
Oh, okay. So it's one of those days.
It's every day is one of those days.
Did you make banking tips tonight?
$40-something.
Mom tax.
No, ma'am.
Oh.
I am
Wait.
saving up my money.
Sharon
How
goes.
much?
Oh, go ahead, Jim.
I was just going to say, how much rent do you charge her?
She's nice. She doesn't.
Say that a little bit louder.
She's nice. She doesn't.
How old is your daughter?
19.
It's time she start paying rent. She's over 18.
Hold on. I give her stuff when she needs it. Well, don't get this twisted.
No, you guys, my kids are decent. Eventually, when she makes more than just what she's making now, yes, they will help out with whatever they can afford to help out with. No, I'm not one of these moms who demand them to pay rent. I ask them to help out with things.
I've got a good chunk of change in my wallet right now that I'm scared to walk down the street with.
And I don't get any of it. No.
Depends on if I go with Kayla on Friday to Dollar General.
You didn't buy me anything from the Dollar General?
Maybe.
Cool.
We might go to
If she gets any pennies, save them because they're not making them anymore, or they're going to stop making them.
Did you?
I have too many pennies.
We have a lot of pennies. Yeah. You can always put your change in the coffee fund.
Mm-hmm.
We mentioned coffee earlier about our Starbucks
Fund.
trips that we
Which
take.
ones?
Uncle John says Cammie needs to sell her Eagles gear.
Shut up, Uncle John.
It's open mic night, Cam.
Apparently so. I'm not getting your heat on. Maybe he's nothing out for a little bit. Probably not feeling too hot, so.
No. So I don't, because right now her fiance isn't working right now, and neither is my son. So it wouldn't be fair to make her pay
That's true.
if no one else can contribute. So she helps out when she can.
Yeah.
Y'all.
Yeah.
She's a good girl.
So
Some
the guys are between jobs. That means you never have to push a broom or make a bed, right?
Why don't you come out and hang out with us? It's open mic night. Say hi, Colton. No, yeah, I'm good.
I don't even know how much exactly
Yeah,
how much money I
speaking of
have in my wallet
open
right
mic,
now.
Yeah, why don't you drop the link so other people can
Hey,
join in our
drop the
fun?
link so anybody else can
Yeah, we've
hop
got
up here and
20 minutes or so left of the live.
I keep trying to tell everybody if this little old mountain man can figure it out, anybody can.
And let me tell
Yeah.
you, I did not sit down once tonight.
all you
I
have to
looked
do
at
is
the top.
click on the link and it'll take you to the StreamYard page
Chicken.
and you
I know.
you click on to get in there and it'll
I haven't
have
put
you
any of this
fill
in
out
yet
your name
because I was
that you
waiting
want
for you to-
everyone to see, and then you can choose whether to turn your camera off or not.
If I wasn't live right now, I'd do exactly what you just did to me.
Just
I didn't make her sit
recommend that
What is it?
you turn the mic
Turn,
on.
yeah, turn the mic.
here.
If they don't turn the camera or the mic on, you can't bring them up from backstage.
No.
I'm backstage right now.
Different backstage.
She's back behind the table.
I'm hiding. I look like crap right now.
You do not.
Mexican food. I'm planning on it,
She
babe.
smells like Mexican food.
And she didn't bring any home, y'all.
What?
What?
I can't unless I have to pay
I'm,
for it.
I'm teasing. We're teasing. We know she can't bring it.
You know why? I'm not never mind. I can't say.
Even though chips are free,
Mhm.
but the dinner's extra.
Yep.
I made a $40 tip tonight.
Rock on.
Wait a minute. So they don't give a discount on the food at least?
For me to eat at lunch, I get it for free.
Oh, so they don't want you spreading the joy.
No. Even though I did get my mom and dad's drinks when they came up to the restaurant free.
Yep.
Dude, my taxes better come sooner. or
Well,
later.
thank goodness.
We've actually only ate up there. Figgy says Mexican food is delicious. Yes.
Yeah.
We love Mexican food. We eat it a lot. And what did John say? You can add your pants with warm tortillas.
Hey, damn,
Oh,
John,
so many welcome mats and so many doors we shouldn't go through.
Mhm.
I could think of other places besides in your pants to put the tortillas. Yeah.
You need to buy her a very nice lined purse.
No, thank you.
I'm actually lucky to get her to carry a purse. What's up?
So the $40 tip.
Uh-huh.
So this daughter and dad come in,
Uh-huh.
and daughter only orders, but the man orders like 2 Coronas with salt and lime.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, I'm gonna get my food to go
Uh-huh.
and order for my wife and my mother-in-law. So I was like, okay, great. And so the ticket was like $70, right? And this man starts writing on the ticket $40. And I had to look at that damn thing twice. I was like,
Do you need your new glasses?
no. I was just like, holy crap.
Well, good for you. That's awesome.
He either had a high opinion of your daughter or a low opinion of his wife and mother-in-law,
Stand right here and wait for you.
and was paying her for what she'd have to put up with.
When she got home or when she's still working?
when she was working.
A purse filled with tortilla chips. Love you, Cammie. Just teasing you, Uncle John.
I can always bring chips in case of them guys home, but
Yeah, see, she can bring chips and queso home. She just
Can't bring the actual food.
don't.
That's okay.
It's okay.
You've
We're
never
teasing with
asked
her.
me.
Yes, I have.
We're teasing. We're teasing.
I'm not.
Although the chips and salsa's good.
Yes, the stuff there is really good. Uncle John, when you come up to visit, we'll take you to the restaurant Cammy works at.
Please don't do it when I'm working.
We'll do it when she's working. Just pee her off, y'all.
56 people. You, Dad, CJ, Colton,
And
John.
CJ's girlfriend, maybe, possibly.
That's 7.
John
Yeah.
says yes.
Me and Garrett's gonna have a nice day.
We'll just have a party.
And
Yep.
Jim can come, and Figgy can come, and
Stop fighting in people.
and Rogues and Stevie B, and
Shut up.
I told Garrett after I got my text and after
He
got
goes,
his text
"See."
that we're gonna go on a guy's day.
We can all come in dressed up in Bigfoot costumes and sit at her table.
I'll play softball.
Oh yeah.
You can't. So I have sections, guys. You can't. It depends on whose turn it is, and you gotta like play it smart. 'Cause
walk in there and say, "Hola, senor."
we want that section.
Oh, I would say worse than that.
So Jim, you got.
I'm from out of town. I'm from out of town and got a Bigfoot outfit on. You think I'm going to worry about them ever seeing me again?
Figgy, she goes, "This is hilarious." Yeah. Figgy, she's in Arkansas, so she's closer than Jim is. Sharon, come on, you have to come over too. It'd be fun.
Figgy says I speak Spanish.
Heck yeah, so do I.
I'd come in, I'd look up how to say, I'm Bigfoot from the mountains and I'm here to see my human relative that works here.
Yeah.
John says I'll come in dressed as ice.
John, man,
Oh, whoa. That's cold. That's cold.
John, Milo.
Ice cold. Oh, sorry. And then Sharon's laughing at us. See, this happens when we have open mic night.
I should have never stopped saying I'm getting too much shit.
You can always tell them what your dream was
Yeah.
about.
Anybody else want to hop in here and
Join
join
the
in?
crazy.
Will not do it. Dad knows the story. You know it.
You'd
There's
be
the
at a.
link.
You would be at a
You'd be out of cooks.
Cooks.
We
Hey,
have
AI Mike.
Yeah. AI Mike, good to see you.
About time we get a Mike in here. And the dishwasher, guys.
I hope your show went well.
There was only one dishwasher. Hey, Arcane.
Okay, good. Jess, good to see you.
Yes, we're still on, and it's open mic night. Come chill with us.
Yeah.
We're picking on Cammy, y'all. She just got home from work, and we're all going to the Mexican restaurant where she works and giving her crap.
You might as well just run out the whole
So
damn
come
restaurant.
on, Oklahoma,
Yeah.
and
Bring your Bigfoot suits.
yeah,
You
and
might as well rent out the whole dang restaurant.
heck yeah, Senor would like that.
Oh,
I would need help.
Hello.
hey Michael, how you doing?
Mike.
Got your mic on?
Hey,
There he is.
Mike.
He was pretending to be a magician for a second.
Oh, we're just picking on my daughter.
Yeah, we're having a lot of fun.
Can you hear me okay?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I can hear you good.
Can y'all hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
What is UCI is coming with ice outfit.
Yeah, Mike. our daughter just got home from work, and she works at a Mexican restaurant. So we've been ribbing on her
And
since she got home.
his brother, John, said that he was going to go show up with ICE uniform on, Mexican restaurant.
But yeah, an invitation for anybody to come to Crescent, Oklahoma. Bring your Bigfoot. Bring your Bigfoot outfit.
Shut up.
And actually, Mike's actually closer than anybody. Mike lives up by like Pryor, up in
Oh, I know.
up northeast.
Jim
right?
came up with a good idea.
Yeah.
Everybody show up wearing a Bigfoot costume, and we'll go all have Mexican food.
I will not let you guys in the door.
Yeah, probably get a lot of free food.
Actually, last time we went, I actually paid for the food and then left her a decent tip. So
She might just say she's going to enjoy us doing that, or we could all pay with pennies.
Uh-oh.
leave her,
I'm shutting the door.
leave her the tip with pennies. That would be even more funny, y'all.
Oh, I know all kinds of tricks to leave on the table for her to have to clean up.
Please don't.
Y'all, if you can see her face.
We should pay in pesos.
Show her my kitchen science tricks that I do, and let her know what she might be in for.
No.
You have
I've
to
got
go
some
on-
wooden. I've got some wooden nickels.
I'm done. I'm gonna go take a shower and go sleep.
I wonder if I could get change back on those.
No,
No,
you just restocked our quarters.
Hey.
tonight.
Cammy, Jess is saying we're so mean.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Someone's on my side. Finally. Been waiting for it all night.
I'm surprised. Jesse's over here. I'd figured she went to sleep after our show. I think she pretty much sleeps unless we're live.
Well, Jess, I'm glad you came over just to hang out with us for the last 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, we're
This
both
is-
y'all.
We're just
my
having
goodness.
fun and
Picking on me.
We're glad both y'all showed up.
yeah, picking on Cammy a little bit tonight.
It's because I never come
We-
in here.
Yeah, we didn't have anything topic wise to talk about, so
Man, we have been covering a lot of like personal encounters. The last two encounters we've done have just been, I would call them horrific. I mean, my gosh. I mean, some of the things that people go through with these things is just
insane.
ridiculous. It
Yeah.
is. It's crazy.
Yeah. Your show yesterday was pretty intense on some of the things that were happening.
I'm
Cammy just
excited.
asked, hey Mike, Cammy just asked us to count if it happens in your dreams.
Depends on if you hurt. It depends on if you hurt yourself or not.
No, I just got scared awake.
It scared her so much it woke her up.
You know, there was a lady that sent me an encounter, and she was having dreams. And what come to happen to her though is she got up one night, and exactly what she had been dreaming was actually happening inside of her home. So they both kind of corresponded with each other. So there may be something to that.
Let's hope not, because in her dream, I'm the one that goes outside to look for the Bigfoot. He doesn't. So that's not going to happen. First off. Secondly,
What's from the dream, Mom?
I don't remember everything. But anyway. No,
So you was the bait, right?
Okay, so this is
Okay.
what happened. So I guess we were all sitting in the living room. My dad, for some odd reason, had binoculars in the house looking outside the window. And I kept seeing something out of the corner of my eye. And apparently Harold was seeing it too because he had binoculars. And Mom was like, oh, I'm going to be the one going outside with the flashlight. And it scared the crap out of her. So she shined it. It was like, I want to say 7 to 6 feet tall. Don't know the exact height. But Mom goes outside with the flashlight. And as soon as she shined her flashlight on it, I saw it. It scared the crap out of me, and that's where the dream ended. That's exactly where the dream ended, and I got so scared I woke up.
Have you had any encounters, like physical encounters?
Her?
Yeah.
Have you? No.
Not yet.
No, I've been the only one that had any kind of physical encounter here. And
So,
that was
You
That
need to start playing an old Cliff Richard song from the 60s, I think, Dreaming You Into My Life.
There you go.
The whole part of this dream is that I went outside. It's not gonna happen.
Well, at least it wasn't the song "Bad Moon on the Rise," right?
Yeah.
You just made my 19-year-old go, what?
she's thinking about that one.
I think that song even says something like "Don't go out tonight."
Yep.
Oh, goodness.
Sure does. CTR.
She just said that she's gonna have to look that song up.
That's a good song.
Which one, CCR or Cliff Richard song?
I like the
one that
CCR.
The
I
one
like both.
Either or. Right?
You know, CCR, as famous as they are and as great as their music is, they never had a number one hit.
Really?
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Really? Yep.
Figgy goes,
It's
pray,
one,
going to bed always.
Not always.
it's one of those useless bits of trivia that for some reason just loves to live in my brain.
But yeah.
Jessie likes to do that too, but what she don't know, she just makes up. So I have to watch her.
Oh, shit. Now they're picking on Jenny.
Yeah.
Thank God it's not me.
That's
So,
okay. We haven't forgotten about you. We're just giving you a rest.
Well, Jesse's up in Wisconsin, so she can't come down like right this second to have Mexican food. Like I said, Mike would be the biggest one to come closer because he lives in Oklahoma.
Yeah, you never buy Mexican food; you just borrow it.
Actually, this one's not too bad. I haven't had any customers really complain about the food that we have.
Oh, I'm not saying it don't taste good. It just don't hang around long.
No. Mike's hilarious.
So, are y'all ready for the second?
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Studying up on it a little bit. And
So can I plead the fifth?
No, you've already spoke, so you've waived your right.
The second, we're going to be on Mike's show again.
Oh, April.
Oh, excellent.
March 2nd.
March
So
2nd.
on a Sunday night, yes.
But we do Wednesdays.
But he's having a live show that we're guests on. You
Yep.
gonna come join it?
No. Even though I have Sundays off, no.
I tried, Mike. I tried to get her to take my place instead of me being on there.
Oh, we just pile everybody on there. We'll just have a big group night.
Walk on.
No, thank you.
Christy, you must be there with me. Oh, okay, Jess, you're twisting my arm.
Jess is talking a big game right now, but she could jump on right now. She would, because she just came off of a live. So,
Yes.
She's kind of hiding in the darkness right now.
Come on, Jess. You have to come up and hang out too, girlfriend.
Me too.
We're just, like I said, we're just chilling. We didn't have a topic. I asked them earlier if we're going to have a topic tonight, and he said no. Open mic night. And
We can talk about enchiladas and sopapillas.
exactly within
Our
reason. That's what.
Our sopapillas are really good.
Yes.
Yeah.
So was our fried ice
We
cream.
talked a little bit about how we used to dress when we were younger. Talked a little bit about
Hairstyles.
Men in Black.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit of cryptid. There's a couple of Bigfoot in there. Fine.
Lack of hairstyle.
Just as we're
Well,
saying, okay.
All right.
The old corduroy jeans.
Hey, I
Yeah.
remember them. I used to have a couple, believe it or not.
Yeah.
I had a corduroy 3-piece suit.
You
Oh,
go,
wow.
Jim. Woo! I bet you look dashing and handsome. Was it blue?
It was it was blue.
Yep. I've seen them.
I had one that was blue, and then I had a corduroy jacket in a 3-piece suit, but the pants and the vest was kind of a gray, and the jacket was a dark gray, almost black.
Believe it or not, I had a pair of maroon, like this color, corduroy pants, and I loved them.
I have bell bottoms.
Loved.
Hey, I thought I was uptown. Mom bought me a pair of white Levi's, and I thought that was the thing, man.
Cheers!
Wow.
Yeah, we got Jess.
Woo!
Oh, can you hear me?
Yay! Jess is in. Whoop, whoop.
She's awake.
Yes, I'm awake. Actually, after the show, I had to go eat my burrito because I was so hungry. That's what happens when you sleep all day. So,
It's Mexican night.
yes.
Actually, I made grilled chicken
Yeah.
and mashed
Ooh.
potatoes and green beans, but
Yeah.
I didn't have the mashed potatoes with green beans. I had a salad, but grilled chicken is what we had for dinner tonight.
That sounds good.
Oh, it was amazing.
Oh yeah.
I love green beans too, though.
Oh, me too. That's my
See,
favorite.
now, I made seasoned potatoes and corn, and my daughter looked at it and was like, "What is that?" So,
What?
yeah. And it was good, too.
The thing is I asked Harold, I said, before I even started cooking, I went into the bedroom, I said, mashed or fried?
Right. Always.
And he goes, mashed. And I'm like, bet. It's so much easier.
Yeah.
That's
I
a
don't-
mash. So I mashed them tonight.
I don't think you can really mess up a chicken, can you?
Yeah, you can.
Depending on what kind of seasoning you put on it.
I say, could be possible.
Figgy had chicken Alfredo.
I want to go to Jesus.
Figgy, Cammy's come to see you. She likes chicken Alfredo.
Yeah.
Tacos
See-
and burritos. Sharon Guy had.
Everybody ate Mexican tonight.
I had some homemade chili beans.
Okay.
I guess that's kind of Mexican-ish.
Ish. Yeah.
No, we had chili last night, right?
We had spaghetti last night.
It was spaghetti.
Yes. It was.
Uh-oh.
Do you really want to see him on the second? No. I did make spaghetti last night, Cammy, correct?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Oh,
Right.
I'm thinking about the night before then.
We didn't have
Are
to-
you guys by chance anywhere close to the Verdigris River?
The what river?
Verdigris?
Verdigris.
Does that run down around y'all?
No, the Cimarron.
Cimarron?
Yeah.
Cimarron runs like a mile and a half from our house.
The Cimarron and the Colorado are the
Colorado.
closest ones.
Oklahoma River, not Colorado.
Oklahoma, well, no, Cimarron turns into the Colorado,
Mhm.
out toward Yukon.
Oh well, the Oklahoma River is
Yeah.
south of
Yeah.
us by Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
Or
I'm
the
kind of
north-
looking at the Verdigris River right now and everything that it kind of attaches to.
Oh,
'Cause
okay.
It seems like there's something with that river. I'm not sure what it is.
Really?
Does it stretch anywhere near central Oklahoma?
I think it goes into the Arkansas, right, Jess? I
Yep,
think that's what it is.
Arkansas. Yep, Arkansas River.
Okay.
Spell
It's
it for me.
actually an open seaport. A lot of people don't know that Oklahoma has an open seaport.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
And
VERDIGRIS.
yeah, I used to do security there. I used to work with the Coast Guard,
Oh,
and
yeah.
there's actually 2 locks on that river,
Hmm.
and there's definitely something to that river.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if you said it runs into Arkansas,
The Arkansas River.
Okay, so that would be.
Well, that begs me to raise the question: are there any witnesses to a Bigfoot swimming?
Yes.
Ever or in that river?
Ever? Because I
Oh yeah.
am more. I'm more of a skeptic than believer. I believe in the possibility of Bigfoot. I'm kind of on the fence as to whether or not to say absolutely yes or absolutely. Well, I wouldn't say absolutely no, but that's kind of curious because I've never heard anybody say they'd seen one swimming.
Well, if you're a skeptic, you definitely need to check out Scott Carpenter's channel, which is actually now taken over by Travis Carpenter,
Yeah.
because that channel there, I mean, he's going through so much stuff right now. His son,
Just both of us.
there's really not a whole lot that you can once you start listening to it and the research and the data that's behind it, it will change your mind. Check it out.
Yeah, Mike, that river goes just northeast.
It's northeast of us, so it's like closer to y'all, not to us.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there are reports. We have a state park in western Oklahoma City. The tributary to that comes or goes up into the near the Cimarron, and then it heads towards Yukon. Well, there's several reports of Bigfoot swimming in that water.
Whenever I first started doing these investigations, one of the first investigations I actually fielded was a guy that was out catfishing late at night, and he said that he seen one swimming that actually followed him in his boat through the water. Scared him pretty bad. He quit fishing. I personally have never seen one swim.
No, me either.
You know, I've seen them along the waterways, but I've never seen one swim. And then of course I had the encounter where I shot whatever that was within feet of me.
Yeah.
There is a video out there, and I found it once before. I think I might have it saved in one of my files or whatever playlists. I'll have to find it. There was a group of campers that had gone out to an island.
How many?
I
don't, go ahead.
I thought you were being
serious. He's picking on you.
A jerk. So there was a group of campers that had gone out to an island, and they took the boat out. They set up their tents and their camps, and they were sitting out by a bonfire. And the one guy, I think, had like roamed off in to go nature called. And the other guy had his video camera up, and he was waiting for his buddy to come back or something like that. And he's like, "Oh, is that so-and-so?" And they said, "No, he went over that way. He's already back." So all of a sudden he could see like this figure behind the group in the shadow of the bonfire that was going on. And he saw the red eyes, and you could see it in the video as well. And it started throwing things at them, and it got very loud, scared them off. They ended up tearing off and ran to their boats. And one of the guys split off and ran in the other direction. Mm-hmm. And I think he ended up having to just jump in. He's like, it's chasing me. And he jumped into the water off like the ledge of a cliff or something, and ended up swimming towards the boat. And as they were sitting there in their boats, he was videotaping, because you could see the silhouette of this giant humanoid figure standing on the edge of this cliff. And it ended up jumping in and swimming right after him.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Oh, my goodness.
I'll have to find it. I'll find it and I'll send it to you guys. You can check it out. But I believe most of his videos were all camping videos, and then that was like one of the last videos that he had posted. Like, I don't think he went camping after that. I don't blame him.
Yeah, I don't blame him either. Camping or glamping?
Oh no, this was definitely camping.
Me, I'd want to go camping there again and again and again.
Man, I'll say this. I've said this once, and I've said it again and again and again. If it doesn't have a camper with a A bathroom? I ain't going. Camping.
Bathroom. The bathroom.
Harold,
You have a whole woods out there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Harold, when you get the link to the video, would you forward it to me, or feel free to give her my email address and let her email it directly to me? It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Actually, are you in the group, in the O.C.S.T group? I can put it in there when I find it.
Yeah. Do that.
Okay, I'll do that.
And another thing too is we're going to be having at the end of this month. We're going to have Travis Carpenter back on, and we done one video with him talking about the mitochondria and the nuclear DNA of the Sasquatch Genome Project. And Melba Ketchum and a lot of those went in and done some DNA testing, and what they found and the conclusion to what they found is very, very interesting. The DNA pretty much speaks for itself. It's one of the most intriguing pieces of evidence that I've seen. It really opened my eyes. Scott Carpenter, I think, was in a league of his own. I believe he was ahead of everything, and really good content. It really blew my mind. I still don't understand it all. When he starts talking about the nuclear and the nucleus and all that, I'm like, am I back in science again? Because I didn't do so good in science.
Should have paid better attention.
Yeah, you shouldn't have just fell asleep in science class there, Mike. You would have made you. Never mind.
I was too busy playing with the frog.
Oh, no. You know, I actually got when I was in school, I actually got really lucky. I didn't have to dissect frogs or anything.
Wow.
Like, I got lucky.
You know, dissecting the frog wasn't as bad as the smell of the formaldehyde. That actually kind of like turned my stomach. But dissecting the frog was fine with me.
Yeah, me too. I love frog legs. I was like, this is nothing new to me.
We graduated from dissecting the frog to dissecting a baby pig.
Yeah, the fetal pigs.
I've never done that.
Cow eye.
The cow eye. Cammie said she did the cow eye
and the frog.
We did worms, frogs, and the pig.
I would never do a pig. I
didn't get to do the pig. Whenever they brought the frog in, I was like, oh wow, is this a pickled frog?
To me, the pig was more disgusting because it was more human-like.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It sounds all disgusting, by the way. But hey, I still passed the class. I'm just saying, I got out of it. I didn't have to do it.
We had one frog show up in our group, and when they cut open one of the organs, the entire room had to leave. We don't know what it was, but something about that one organ was horrid.
Yeah.
Did you hit the icky sack? Have that or whatever.
Is that the scientific term, the icky sack?
A skunk would have been more agreeable. Let's put it that way.
Okay, Sharon, we love you. Sleep well. You wake up so
Hi,
early,
Sharon.
my friend.
Night, Sharon.
Yeah. Good night, Sharon.
We love ya.
Great
I don't
to
know
see
how
you,
Sharon
Sharon.
does it all.
What? I don't know if they heard you, baby girl.
One of the frogs that we just dissected in my class, it was pregnant, and we got to see like the little eggs and everything. It was really cool.
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
I didn't like it.
That's cool.
Not at all. But
You got past the class with a.
okay.
Okay, I didn't want to say because
I would think the smell from the one organ was probably because it didn't, the formaldehyde didn't take to it.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. But it was horrible.
Perfume and deodorant that day. We were.
And the really bad thing was the time we had the frog. That class was lunch.
I think they do that. I think it's mandatory that they do that. Either right before or after lunch. Yeah.
take the thing out of the dog's kennel.
I took science for what was supposed to be an easy credit. I was a jock, so I took everything that I thought was going to be an easy credit. I took science, and then I took band, which I never really learned. I played the trumpet, but I mean, pretty much my last 3 hours of school was PE and gym, playing football, basketball, baseball. So
Yeah. I
Oh,
was
my last
I
hours
was
were
the jock.
English.
I had athletics in the morning and football practice after school every day.
I was the nerd.
yeah, my teacher told me, she said, "You're the only kid I know that skipped English and math almost constantly and passed with a C minus because they wouldn't fail us so we could play. So we knew that we were going to pass. So
Oh, that's bull.
Wrong, and I'm just saying. I mean, I
They
busted
did.
my ass and get
They didn't do you any favors.
no, they didn't. They didn't. I was the quarterback and the pitcher, so I pretty much got away with murder. Yeah, it's a good thing that whenever I got out of school, I went to a technical trade. I went to a trade school and really had to double my learning and catching up on everything. But I wish, to look back and do it all over again, I would have took a whole different path. If I only knew, then what I know now.
exactly.
Yeah.
I've said that many times in my life.
Said that. Well, I think we said that a while ago before he came up.
Well,
Uh,
in so many ways, yeah, I think we did. We sure did.
But growing up, back when I was growing up, we all wanted to have a job. So sometimes I would miss school because my uncle owned a hay baling service. He baled hay for Texas. We'd ship a lot of hay to Texas. So me and my cousin, to us, we felt it was more important to work than go to school. So we would go out and run the baler, we would rake hay or whatever. And then we had a job. I worked at a newspaper printing press is where I worked, where we would jog papers back when they used to do that.
Mhm.
And we was in a hurry to have a job to buy money for our race cars, to build our race cars, race on the weekends, cruise town on the weekends. So yeah, but to look back at it, I should have stayed in school and probably took a better trade than what I did.
But you did graduate, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
Yeah, I did that. And then I went into law enforcement, got my certificate in that and my degree. And then I went on to get I got a security license, and then I got my professional license, and then I got my investigator's license. And I've done that for a little over 12 years as an investigator.
Oh yeah.
That's cool. See, I learned something new about you tonight. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't do it for the pay. That's for sure.
Mhm.
No, there's a lot of people that do a trade that not so much for the pay. Look at the firemen and all that stuff too. So
I wouldn't trade it, what I did, because I did save lives. I was put, I was given the opportunity that I was able to do, CPR and things
Right.
like that for people and to save lives, car wreck, stuff like. But the sad thing is on like holidays and stuff like that, you really give up a lot, because to most people that means you're off work. To us, that means you're going to be working.
Yeah.
right.
And I lost a lot of holidays with my family and my kids, and you give up a lot whenever you do that. And then, even security officers, they are so looked down upon, but people don't realize, a lot of them lose their lives in the line of duty, and they also save lives. They are first responders. They're trained in first responders, and they work right alongside with the police departments in most communities, and with the DHS and CPS and all them. So
Yeah.
Yeah. And they never get enough thanks.
And
they
they
never
don't.
get
And-
enough recognition.
no, and the pay sucks. I mean, the pay is you definitely aren't going to get rich from it.
Mm-mm.
Well, someone asked me the other day, Connor's got a new girlfriend, and she asked me what I do for a living. And I said, I sit on my ass and look at a computer all day. And she's like, what? And I said, okay, sorry. That was a running joke when my kids were young, because that's all I did really was sit on my tushy and looked at a computer all day, which I do. But I work insurance. I do data entry on insurance. And the other day, Connor was watching me work from home, and he goes, "What the heck are you doing, Mom?" I said, "My job." He goes, "This is giving me a headache." He goes, "I don't understand this. I don't understand how you can sit and look at the screens." He's like,
Mhm.
"I have 2 monitors, and I've got 2 split screens, so I have like 4 screens."
Mhm.
He
Mhm.
goes, and no, this is giving me a headache. So
The part I don't like about it is all the death certificates that
I-
she has to read.
I do a lot with the death
Yeah.
certificates, and
Yeah.
so yeah.
Yeah.
And it was really
After-
sad, especially after his mom passed away, and I was reading one, and I bawled. I sat there and cried. And he's like, "What are you doing, and why are you crying?" I said, "This one is exactly what your mom's looked like. I mean,
Yeah.
same everything,
Mm.
except for
You know-
obviously the name, but
Yeah.
everything that person passed away from is what was written on his mom's death certificate, and I lost it because it was like too soon. It was,
And I think the
Yeah.
older we get, the harder it gets. When I lost my dad was 58 when he passed away, and
that's young.
yeah, and the older that I get now, I there's so many things you feel like that were left unsaid, or
Mm-hmm.
that you wanted to do, or that you wish that you could share with him right now, and things like that. So everybody that has your mom and dad, don't take it for granted. Spend every minute, every second you can with them, because when they're gone, it's just like it's just finalized, and
Yep.
that's hard. I mean, I haven't even took my dad's phone number out of my phone, and he's been gone 10 years. I can't do it.
Right. I understand that.
I just hope it never rings, but
It's ringing, you're gonna freak out.
I don't know if I'll answer it.
Yeah.
I actually
Yeah,
knew somebody. I actually knew somebody that their mother had passed away, and they called me up and told me. They said, "You'll never guess who called me." I'm like, "Who?" And they're like, "My mom." I'm like, "Yeah, but she's." They're like, "Well, my phone rang and I answered it, and the person on the other end said hello." So I said hello, and they said, "Son, I'm okay. You don't have to
Wow.
worry." And then they hung up.
Wow.
And
When
that
my
was-
uncle,
Man,
my
now
uncle-
if my Paul's phone number goes off tonight, I'm gonna freak out.
when my uncle died, he made my aunt promise that whenever he died, and he died a while back, but he made her promise that whenever he passed away, that she would give him a pocket full of quarters. And she said, "Why do you want a pocket full of quarters?" And he said, "So if I want to call home, I can go to a payphone and call you."
Oh,
And she did what he asked. I mean, she done it, but
Mhm.
that was
I'm
what he
sorry.
asked.
Sorry to hear that, Figgy. We prayers for you, hon.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have heard other situations too, just like that though, Harold, where people have said that they couldn't get rid of the phone number, and all of a sudden one night the phone rang, and it was
Mhm.
a family member on the other end saying very similar that I'm okay,
Yeah.
and that's it. Just I'm okay.
Yeah. With this guy, he said the voice was clear. It wasn't like it was breaking up, and he could barely. He said it was clear, and he said it was my mom, and she was like, "I'm okay. Don't worry
Mhm.
about me." I'm like, that gave me the chills.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I'm hoping I don't get a phone call. I mean, I wouldn't mind it, but yeah.
The thing is that your mom didn't have a phone, so
Well, she did for a while until
she couldn't have it anymore.
she got to where she didn't know how to use one. So
Oh, that's cool. I mean, she gets to see her dad in her dreams.
mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, as long as you keep that as long as you keep that phone number, as long as you keep the thoughts going, and people talking to you in the dreams, they're still with us. As long as you do those simple things.
Oh yeah.
I had an experience after my dad passed away. A year to the day after he passed away, my mom came down sick with pneumonia, and she was on her deathbed. We were taking care of her at home, and she was getting weaker. Well, my sister goes outside to take a break from taking care of her, and she comes running in the house. She's like, "I saw Dad! I saw Dad!" And I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "Get your camera, go out there." So I run outside, and she told me that there was this orb that looked like it was going around the moon.
Wow.
Right? And she said it swooped down and went across the sky. Well, she took that as a sign of being my dad checking on my mom. When I went outside, this thing was circling the moon. I literally saw it go behind the moon and come back around, and then it swooped down and kept getting larger and larger, coming towards me. And then when it came down into the yard, it stopped right in front of the porch where I was standing, and I snapped a picture. And I went, and it was a digital camera. I snapped the picture, and I looked in the lens, and my dad's face is staring right at me. He was 66 when he passed away. He was a country western singer, and he'd like to wear his cowboy hat all the time. Well, he had a beard. He colored his beard. Well, in the picture, it was him, but he looked to be like 30 years old, and he didn't. His natural color in his beard, and he had hair on his head, but he had his black cowboy hat on, and he's just staring at me. Well, I went and I took that picture a couple weeks later. Well, at night, I went and I took it into my mom. I ran inside, took the picture of my mom, and showed her. And from her being like she was passing away, she jumped out of bed and she's like, "He's here, he's here." And the next morning, she wakes up and she's completely fine.
Wow.
The pneumonia went away, and she was fine after that. Well, a couple weeks later, I have a buddy that used to do production for ghost hunters, and he wanted me to show him the picture, so I showed him the picture, and he knew my dad. We'd always hang out and sing karaoke, so he knew my dad, and he's like amazed, that's a picture of my dad, because he was there when my dad passed away on my birthday. But the very next day after I showed him the picture, the very next day I went to pull it out to look at it, and I still have the picture, but now it's just a big white light.
That's strange. Wow.
So he came, did what he had to do, and he left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Before he passed away, a week before he passed away, we were outside at night looking at the full moon.
Mhm.
And excuse me. And he said, just out of the blue, he said, "You know what?" He said, "I think God has a plan for me." He said, "In fact, God's told me he has a plan for me." And he says, "And you know what? It has something to do with the moon."
That's different.
Wow.
Huh.
Yeah. So that night, him telling me that, and then him appearing in the picture, that orb coming from around the backside of the moon and coming down, and me taking the picture, I'm like, yeah, he was telling the truth.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't have stories like that. See, this is why you need him on your thing, not me. I just sit here.
Well, you keep hanging out with him, and you'll have some stories with the boots on the ground. You'll have some experience.
Yeah.
But see, I love your energy, Christy. So, you do bring it.
Oh, thanks. Even though I'm half dead tired right now. Girl, well, you missed the first part of the show when we were just saying we were open the mic night or whatever. I had a doctor's appointment today, and everything's fine, but I was exhausted after the doctor's appointment, so I took a nap, and I didn't even want to get up.
Oh, I feel that. Apparently, all I did was sleep all day today. So,
And then, of course, I took the day off, so it was like really weird. My alarm goes off at the time that I have to get up for work and all that stuff. And I've been awake all day, but I was exhausted after my doctor's appointment today.
See, you do good when you take a nap at some point in the day. Me, I can't nap in the daytime. If I nap in the daytime, when I wake up, I feel sick. Yeah.
I'm not saying I don't have a headache right now.
You could do like Jesse, just sleep till bedtime and then sleep all night.
Okay. In my defense, since I've gotten back, my mom has been sick. She got off the cruise ship, and that very morning that I flew back to Wisconsin, she ended up with a horrible migraine and ended up like with whatever that virus thing was. Like she was sick.
Oh, prayers
And
for them.
well, she's doing better. Actually, she was in the show tonight. I saw her actually pop up in the comments tonight. So I know she's feeling a little bit better.
That's
But
good.
I've had a headache, and it's been going back and forth from a headache to a migraine ever since. So I haven't been sick otherwise. I've been able to keep food in, but I have been dealing with a migraine. So
And migraines suck. So,
yes.
and I hate them. I don't like them.
It was really bad today. Like it was the point where even the light from outside, I was like, I had the blankets over my face, and it was painful. It was bad.
Do you have room darkening curtains, Jess?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes. They are a godsend.
Yes.
Just saying that.
Yes.
Room darkening curtains are a godsend.
Yes, I agree.
And I'm part vampire.
That's what I was teasing my mom when I was gone on vacation. She's like, okay, well, we're going to lay out by the sun and we're going to get, she's like, oh, I brought the SPF 30. I says, no, I need SPF 50, the strongest we can get. She's like, you don't want any tan? I said, no, I left looking like a vampire. I'm going to return looking like a vampire.
Yeah. When I was 16, I went to a Joan Jett concert in the middle of the summer down in Corpus, and I didn't wear any sunblock.
Oh,
We went swimming. We went running around the beach in the middle of the day. I was there for 7 hours. At the end of that 7 hours, when we go home, and on top of it, my brand new pair of Airwalk shoes got stolen. So, but
not the Airwalks.
Yeah.
Did you just age yourself like 100 years?
Hey, no.
I was what they called a thrasher when I was a kid. So, yeah. But
yeah, my Green Day.
7 hours out in the sun. So I was as red as a lobster on the way home. And we're riding in the back of an open pickup. And I'm taking the wind on me. So that's stinging. I get home and my mom's like, what happened to you? I was like, well, was out in the sun. Joan Jett was 6 hours late for her concert.
I would have been mad.
Yeah. I was kind of ticked, but the next day I woke up. Before I went to bed, I went and I took a cold shower, which is a no-no.
Yeah.
I went to bed feeling okay. I had a little bit of the shakes, but my mom put a sheet down on the couch for me to lay down. Well, when I woke up, I heard somebody I heard some kids outside yelling. It was spring. It was actually spring break, not summer. But there's kids out in the front yard yelling, and I wake up, and when I rose up off the sheet, everything but 2 layers of skin rose up, and I looked down, and I got skin
Babe.
on the sheet. Well,
Oh.
I then go to the ER, and they're like,
Oh, baby.
there's nothing we can do for him, and he just needs to put a cold cream on. And I spent the rest of the spring break not moving, sitting on the couch. I slept sitting up without leaning backwards. I had to lean forward and just support myself. And I ended up having first, second, and third degree burns on 60% of my body.
Yeah, I
A lot
made
of
kind
people
of that.
don't
Still
realize.
marrying him.
Well,
But,
hopefully he's learned his lesson now.
but when I moved to Lawton back in 2000, 2001, I got a job at the place they call the Coliseum, which is, it's the county fairgrounds. And of course, I set up and tore down concert venues. And Joan Jett appeared. She came there, and the whole week I was like, I can't wait to meet her, because I got to tell her. Right. I on the night of her concert, I go backstage, and lo and behold, I go through the door, and she's right there at the steps getting ready to go up on stage, and she's shadow boxing. Now, Joan Jett is short, right? I'm 5'8", and she's like here to me, right? So I'm looking at her, she's shadow boxing, and she stops shadow boxing, turns to me and goes, "Hey." And I'm like, "Go kick some ass."
You didn't actually get to tell her.
I was wanting to say, "Hey, you're responsible for my scars." All I could say was, "Go kick some ass."
Go get him, slugger. Yeah, I kind of did what you did. I went fishing one time wearing shorts, and it was a cloudy day with a little bit of mist, and I was like, "Oh, I won't burn today." And I stayed out. My legs were purple when I got home,
Ooh.
and I ended up sitting in the bathtub for like 4 days, and I ended up going to the hospital, and I third degree burned both of my legs all the way down, and I just had like meat hanging off of them. It was all wet and nasty. Yeah, it was not fun.
I mean, I've done the same thing. I'm not even gonna lie. When I lived in Minnesota for 20 years, and I was like, hell, I'm from Oklahoma. I can handle the sun, right? Wrong. I went out there. When you're young, you want to be dark and tan and beautiful and all that stuff. And baby oil and the sunlight don't mix.
Yep.
I look like the red of the thing on the. Yeah, I
Red Lobster.
I was Red Lobster.
I
Let
saw
me
a couple.
tell you.
I saw a couple people last week that looked like that. Yeah.
Jeez.
Ugh.
It was bad.
And I still have tan lines from last summer.
Well, we're not talking to you now. But that just happens. I mean, we're young and stupid in my part, and yeah.
No. I said, I tell my mom if something ever happens because of, growing up, my day and age, when growing up, we didn't, sunscreen wasn't thought of.
Exactly.
Just go out and play. We're going to spend the day at the carnival or the amusement park and wear a tank top because you're going to be hot otherwise. Sunscreen? No, you don't need it. You'll be fine. And so so of course I have like freckles and like sun scarring and stuff all under on my nose and under my eyes and especially on my shoulders.
Yep.
I told my mom, like, I gotta watch because if something ever happens, I'm blaming you, woman. It's not my fault. It's all your fault. Because after
And the thing is that I'm like complex. I mean, yeah, I don't understand. I mean, all the sunning that I would love to have done, I'm white as a ghost.
Mhm. See, and I have that Irish, Scottish, Irish skin. I'm very pale. So
I mean,
Only thing that tanned on me was my arms.
yeah, I said the tannest part on my body is my left arm, the one that hangs out the driver's side window.
right? What? I ate them.
I remember
Truck driver. Dan.
I
track
ate it.
meets were always, we knew at track meets we were going to get burnt. And back whenever we would go to track meets, what was it called? The shorts, jams or whatever they're called, the long shorts. We used to wear those, and right behind the knees, man, would always sunburn, and the next day you didn't even want to walk. I hated that. Now I couldn't run 100 yards if I had to.
Me either.
I ran
That's why
everywhere.
you always take bait with you when your boots on the ground. You always take somebody that can't run 50 yards. That way.
I don't have to outrun the bear. I just have to outrun you.
That's it.
What is the saying? What I say all the time? Fat girls don't run. Nope. They fall on their butt in the mud. Yeah.
That's what Sarah used to tell me. She's like, if whatever it is attacks you first, as big as you are, I'll have plenty of time to get out of here before it eats you.
Oh, man. That's a little cold.
She is. She's cold-blooded. She's kind of like Jesse. They all team up on me.
Well, Mike, I think you deserve it half the time, brother.
I just put up with the abuse. Nothing worse than a scorned woman. So I just try to put up with it.
What?
You ask for it most of the time. All the time.
Now, my mom, she was small framed. She was about 5 feet tall, skinny, and but she could keep up with me. She could run fast, and I'm a fast runner, I'm telling you. But she could keep up with me, and we had incidents in the past where we had to run from certain people and certain things, and she was the type of person, she would run ahead of everybody, and then she'd stop and turn around and be like, "You're going too slow."
We used to run up to houses in this little town I lived in when I was younger, and we would ring the doorbells or knock and then run at night. And there was this older guy that lived down on the corner, and we thought, man, it'd be fun to go get him. So we went up there one night and we snuck up, and he had this whole storm door. It was all one piece of glass, and it was kind of tinted, but when you got up there, you could see inside. And I got up there and I could see him sitting in the chair and he's watching TV. Man, I rung that doorbell and I took off running. That old man, instead of coming out the front door, he went out the back door and started shooting up in the air. And man, we never went back there. It was like, that dude is crazy. He'll kill you. No, we never did bother him anymore. But yeah, he came right out. He was just shooting everywhere up in the air. And
Did
he probably
you
knew
learn a
it.
lesson to quit doing
No,
that?
well, we learned our lesson at his house, but we continued to do it. We went to the we went to the slower people's houses.
For goodness sake.
If you were slow, you were on the list.
Yeah, I'm not going there. That would open a bad can of worms.
Nowadays, I'm afraid to even walk up in somebody's yard, to ask a question.
Mm-hmm.
There's just north and west of town of Crescent. There's a farmer who has a gated driveway or whatever, and on the gate said, "We don't give warning shots." And I'm like, and we don't call 911. And I'm like, oh my goodness. And at the time I said, are you really sure? It's not Harold, but my ex-husband. I said, are you really sure you want to work for this guy? He's like, heck yeah, because if anybody messes with him, he don't call 911. In other words,
Hey,
I've
I've seen signs before down around here on fences that says if you're found here tonight, you'll be found here in the morning.
yeah.
It's like that video clip that's out that says, you break into my house? Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not going to call police. Why would I call the police? I have somewhere to hide you. They will never find you. It's okay.
I have a pond and a limb shredder.
Oh my God.
Hungry.
It's just got kind of horrid.
My dad actually hung a sign on our front door because we kept getting broken into. And he talked to a police officer, and the police officer said, in the state of Texas, if you shoot the intruder outside the home, all you have to do is drag them inside and you won't get in trouble. So
but don't tell them you drag them inside.
Right. So my dad made a sign that said, I have permission from the cops to shoot you on my porch and drag you inside.
I was reading a thing the other day. It cracked me up. It said this guy had broke into this old man's house, and he was down in the basement. And the old man came home while the guy was in the basement stealing his stuff. So the old man is coming down the basement, and the old man's got a ball bat. Well, this guy knows the old man's coming down. He sees him coming down the stairs. And the old man's like, I know you're down here. I can smell you, And the old man's walking down. So the guy reaches up and he breaks the light bulb in the basement. So it's dark, And the old man gets down there and the guy goes, now it's fair. And the old man goes, what'd you do? Break my light bulb? And the guy's like, yeah, I broke your light bulb. And the old man starts laughing. He goes, why is that so funny? He goes, because I'm blind.
Oh my
He just made it even easier.
That guy in the darkness.
Harold, do you remember Spencer Gifts?
Yeah.
They still have Spencer Gifts.
I got a couple of signs from them. Now, I couldn't hang them in the windows everywhere I've lived, but a couple of places. And my signs had a good old, country sheriff. Trespassers will be shot. Survivors will be shot again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw that sign in Spencer's.
Yeah,
kind of like that 911 call that came in. The guy was deer hunting with his buddy, and he called 911. He said, "My buddy just fell out of the deer stand, and he's dead." And the 911 operator said, "Well, you can't be saying that. Can you go check on him? Because you can't be saying he's dead. You need to check on him." And she goes, "Are you sure he's dead?" The guy walks off to check on him. She hears 2 gunshots, and he comes back and he says, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's dead."
Oh, goodness.
Goodness sake.
Oh
my gosh. That just took a
Yeah.
Kind of like people that go to cemeteries and pick, walnuts and apples and fruit and stuff. I have a hard time doing that because my mind starts wondering, and I'm like, what are those roots eating on, and what am I really eating whenever I eat that fruit? Why does this apple taste like Stetson?
Yeah, and then you see somebody picking from a tree right down the road from you, and they walk up and say, "Hey, pick off that tree. That one tastes like Uncle Fred."
Well,
that tastes like Avon cologne.
Oh my goodness.
Well, here's something. If you ever know anybody that works in a water waste treatment plant and they give you tomatoes, do not ever take tomatoes.
Ew.
No.
Mhm.
Tomato seeds are the only thing that our bodies cannot digest. And when it goes through the water sewer system, they will actually grow tomato plants.
Mhm.
There must be something wrong with me. My body don't do corn very good either.
TMI. TMI.
I've never heard of corn
And I
though
love
growing in the sewer system.
and I love corn. Corn's my favorite vegetable. Everybody knows that.
Does it go the same for popcorn?
Any kind of corn.
You guys, you need to really stop putting the welcome mat out and the door. And you can't open.
Is that why corn whiskey goes right through me?
Oh, oh,
Corn
my,
is so good, even the scarecrow gets down every now and then to get some.
oh my goodness. Well, babe, do you realize what time it is?
Yes. On that note,
We were just having a good time. That's all.
yeah.
We're having a great time.
Oh yeah, had a blast. But hey, Mike, let everybody know when the show's going to be.
Harold and his wife to be, Christy, is going to be coming on the show March 2nd, and we're going to be discussing the Oklahoma War with Bigfoot, and it's going to be a really good one. I think I've been researching it a lot, looking deep into it. LaFleur County, Mr. LaFleur, and all that. It's really good. It has a lot of highlights in it, and we'll probably go into a lot of more of Harold's encounters and stuff. You never know where we're going to go after that, but it's going to be March 2nd. The thumbnail is already out, so feel free to go check the thumbnail out, share it out to all your friends and everybody. And I think it's going to be an excellent show. Our last show was a great show. I don't know if you know, Harold, but I put our last show on Spotify, and it's also getting a whole lot of listens also. So everything went really good with that. Yeah, it was a really good show.
Yeah,
Harold, are you going to dual stream it to his and your channel?
No, I don't. No, we're just gonna get on his and do you have the link to his?
I'm going to post it right
Jim?
now.
It's in chat, but it's pretty far up in chat.
Yeah, I'm going to post it right now.
She's posting.
Put it on your community page, whatever they're calling the community page now.
Okay.
And that way it'll be easily found.
Mike, you have it posted in O.C.S.T, right?
Yeah, it should be an O.C.S.T, and it should be on my page. I'll share it out to a lot of other pages. So I'll probably put it in D.A. Roberts. I share a lot of stuff there.
Okay.
There's like a few other Oklahoma pages I share it to. Oklahoma right now is a really hot spot in the cryptid community. It's really picking up a lot of. I've gained probably in the last 2 months, just from Oklahoma, I've gained probably around 4,000 subscribers. So,
wow,
Oklahoma,
that's great.
Oklahoma has really picked up. I don't know what it is. I try to get as many people on my show as I can that have encounters, but after Jesse attacks people, it's kind of hard to get people on. So Harold's pretty brave for coming on. But
Jesse, I didn't know that you were so mean.
I guess, yeah. That's what's going on around. Yeah, I guess.
I'll tell you, Harold, another guy that you may look at having on your show also, it's a guy that's got a whole lot of encounters, is Jesus Pion. If you can get him lined out to come on your show, that man, I had him on my show, and he's kind of like you, Harold. He's had so many different encounters from different aspects. I mean, he's been abducted. He's actually been abducted, and he has some really, really, I mean, just blew my mind encounters. So I think you would really like him, and I'm sure he would come on your show. He's a really great guy, and of course everybody always knows him, from the Breaking Bad series on TV.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't that the guy that was on his? Yeah, we watched.
Yeah.
We actually were in that. We watched it.
Yeah.
We were in the chat when he was on yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a pretty
He has a
funny guy.
Great
What I'd
sense
like
of
to
humor.
do, what I'd like to do with Harold though, and see what Harold thinks. I think Oklahoma, personally, is not looked at as high up as a cryptid state. I think it's overlooked in a lot of aspects, and I think a reason for that is a lot of Oklahomans are native, and a lot of the natives do not like to talk about this stuff openly.
Right.
I found that out when I done the Oklahoma Girl Scout murders. Whenever you talk to them, it's almost like they have to have permission to even talk about it.
Yeah.
And I think that if we work together and we can cover Oklahoma and do a lot of encounters together and stuff, I think we can bring a lot of knowledge out and a lot of encounters and stuff that's going on in this state, because Oklahoma has a long history of a lot of very dark history.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. Being down there in Southwest Oklahoma for a while, Bigfoot wasn't talked about. Like, you don't talk about Bigfoot, especially in the indigenous community. It's like if you start talking about Bigfoot, they look at you like, and they turn and walk away, But the encounters have stepped up down there, even known from the people I've spoken to down there, and then my own experiences. They laid off for a while after we had the wildfires. For about 3 years, there was hardly anything, and then when that refuge down there was getting back to the way it used to be, the experiences just started stepping up, and there was more and more people even seeing more than Bigfoot. There's Dogman experiences. People are seeing Dogman, Pigman, even.
I got a Thunderbird report that came in. A lady swears she saw a Thunderbird.
Thunderbird? Okay. What's a Thunderbird?
It's a car it's a prehistoric. It's a prehistoric bird, pretty much, from what I understand. I haven't done a whole lot of studying on it, but I know there was an incident to where there was a lady hiking on a mountain, I believe, with her boyfriend or husband, and she went to the top, ended up missing, and there was a team that went in and actually done the investigation, and the clouds in the area and everything suggested that a large something was in the air creating ripples at the time she went missing, and the boyfriend or the husband says he saw the large bird fly over the top, and she's never been found.
Wow. Does it have to do with Lake Thunderbird?
Well,
I don't know.
Thunderbirds are seen, all over the property that I was investigating up here at Bray Road, the Beast of Bray Road. He actually caught images of a Thunderbird on his property as well. So, which he also has traced back. Some of the stuff is also to do with like the Native Americans as well to the area.
Yeah.
So, I guess they could be technically anywhere. But they do look like large, either prehistoric birds. Some people have said they look almost like, the one I saw looked like a dragon, almost maybe like a giant eagle type or hawk. Some of them like pterodactyls.
I'll have to show you. It's an old Indian folklore, how it started, and there's a lot of information if you go into the indigenous websites, the ones that will talk about their folklores and their stories passed down through the ages, and then there's a lot of talk about the Thunderbird.
Cool.
Yeah.
But I was just wondering if that's where Lake Thunderbird got its name. Lake Thunderbird in
It-
Oklahoma.
Related to it, yeah.
I'm just curious. That's
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, you're probably right, because I think a lot of the things that happened back then, the names were native names, and a lot of their names came from things that had happened or something. Like
Yeah.
the little town I live by is called actually Nowata. The original name was Nowita, and the guy was drunk that painted the sign, and he made it Nowata, so they just stuck with Nowata. But a lot of it is a lot of Native American,
Right.
language. Like down where I live, I have a map. As
Well,
far
that's
as I know, I'm one of the few. Yeah, and I'm happy to have a map too. You should see it; it's beautiful. I got it at a gas station. But,
Is it off of the road atlas? I'm sorry. Oh my god.
I've actually moved up in the world. I have Google Maps now.
Oh, Google Maps, I got you. Okay.
But my grandma, I was lucky enough. She lived in the old town now that's flooded. Back whenever she had her kids, my grandpa, and she had a map of the old town. A lot of the old people didn't have that, so whenever she passed away, she left me the map. So I have a map of the city that's underwater, where every person's house, the store, the main roads, and everything was located. And this was horse and buggy times. So there's a place down there. It's called the Payment Grounds. And it's where the Cherokees traded with the U.S. Cavalry. I have it marked on my map. I've went there, and I have found horseshoes, horseshoe nails. I found arrowheads. I found a spearhead. And I found a little thing. I wasn't sure what it was when I found it. It was round, and it kind of opened and shut. And I thought it was like a little trinket box or something. I didn't know. I stuck it in my pocket. So I brought it back home, and we cleaned it up. Me and my dad, when we used to do that, we'd do that a lot together. I cleaned it up, and come to find out, it had U.S. Cavalry stamped on it, and it's a silver snuff holder.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Another thing I found out real quick that was really interesting, I'll show you all on a show sometime if you want to see it. I picked up a pecan that was laying on the ground down there. And when I picked the pecan up, there was a coin that was laying under the pecan. I thought somebody had just dropped a quarter or something. So I picked it up, stuck it in my pocket. I brought it home, ended up cleaning it up. Come to find out, it's an actual coin before George Washington was president. It was before the first U.S. president.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow. Cool.
So yeah,
That's cool.
there's a lot of cool stuff down there.
Amazing. Nice to meet you guys.
Yeah, it's nice to meet
I
you.
would like to ask more about Bray Road, since you say you live close to Bray Road.
Yeah. I'd like to get out there again some more.
Yeah.
Since I've met the owner of the property, so hopefully I can get out there a couple times this summer.
See, Jim, never a dull moment if you come and pop in up here, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
But
What can I say? I know we've kept Harold way past his time for things to do.
I just a little bit past my bedtime, yes. But
No, but it's
it's
been
fun.
it's been fun. It's been a fun 3 hours.
Oh, hey,
Always.
before we tell them what we found out for our shows. Our shows, the final show of the year.
Oh, yeah.
We actually were looking at the calendar, or he was the other day. So tell him.
Yeah. We're gonna be going live on New Year's Eve this year. So that's gonna be pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
All right.
That's great.
So yeah.
It's gonna be a long show.
Yeah. I better take a good nap that day. That's all I'm
Yeah.
Yeah, because by my time you'd still have 2 hours. Well, an hour, I guess.
Yeah.
What do you mean? We live on the same time zone.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting. I keep thinking for some reason Harold lives out of Oklahoma. Did you live out of Oklahoma and move to Oklahoma? Is that what happened, or am I way out there lost?
I was
You're
born,
lost.
I was born in Iowa, lived in Illinois, lived in California, lived in Texas, lived in California, lived in Texas, lived in Iowa, lived in
Wow.
Texas, and settled in Oklahoma.
Kind of like that song, I Get Around, man.
Hmm.
I've been everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, are you a Sooners fan?
Boomer.
Yeah.
All right.
I was originally an Iowa Hawkeyes fan, but yeah.
We don't talk about that. He is.
No, there's no cheeseheads around here.
Hey,
Hey, Jess. Poor Jess.
that's okay. I'm used to it.
Jess.
I've actually been in every single state this side of the Mississippi.
Oh wow.
So
I've
more
been to
than one.
Kansas, Arkansas, and Missouri, and that's it.
Oh yeah.
You need to get out more there, Mike.
Not much of a traveler.
When I
And
was
Harold, I've been in most every state east of the Mississippi.
oh yeah.
Yes, because
Yeah,
you're from North Carolina.
yeah.
North Carolina, Virginia, South Carolina, Tennessee. That's not even fair, man. I want to
Kind
go
of like
to
that. Kind of like that hitchhiker commercial where the guy picks up the other guy and he goes, "What if I'm a serial killer?" And the driver says, "No, you're not a serial killer. I mean, what would the odds be if two of them been in the same car?"
And
Somebody just told that joke within a week. I can't remember who else said it.
Yeah.
believe it or not, Tess, though, I lived in Minnesota for 20 years. So
Minnesota.
yeah,
Wow.
Minnesota. So I'm originally from Oklahoma. I was born and raised in Guthrie. And then in
Guthrie.
92, we moved to Minnesota, and I lived in Minnesota from 92 to 2013. And then I moved
Wow.
back.
Wow.
So I've spent my life, half of my life in Minnesota and half of my life technically in Oklahoma.
Well, I spent most of my life here in Wisconsin. I lived in a couple other states, and visited. I was thinking too. I think I've visited almost every state east of the Mississippi, except for Missouri. Missouri? Yeah.
You're not missing much in Missouri, girl. Kind of boring.
Well,
I've lived in a tent in probably all but 2 states west of the Mississippi. I lived in California for a year with my family. When I was about 11, we lived in the California mountains, Pine Valley. Lived in a tent out there, and I'm surprised I never saw anything out there.
Right.
And I never once saw or heard anything cryptid that I could tell, because I wasn't really up on that stuff.
mhm.
There was other things that was happening out there, though.
That's for a different time, babe.
Yeah.
It's lot. I love you, but it's time
Yeah.
to go.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get off here.
We're gonna get Harold grounded. Then he's not gonna be able to come on our show a second.
You're right.
You're gonna get fired. That's what you're gonna do.
He'll show up on your show and he'll have a black eye and and you'll say, "Christy, what did you do?" And
then
she'll
I
say, "Well, he listened to me. I only had to tell him once."
Yeah. Harold needed some sleep. Needed some help going to sleep.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't shut up. No.
Guys, you're
It,
gonna get me in trouble.
it's been great having y'all on the show. We should probably cut it off here.
Yeah. You guys have a great night.
You guys are amazing.
I'll try to see you guys Sunday.
All right, Jim.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Night.
Yeah, it was great seeing everybody who's still in the chat. Thank you for hanging around. Remember, we're on here on YouTube from 8 to 10 every Wednesday night. You guys keep coming in here and supporting us, and remember to hit the like button,
Share and subscribe.
share, subscribe, and comment,
We like the
and
comments.
then hit that notification bell. Well, till next week, y'all be safe.
And keep squatching. Good night.
Early music fills the air, echoing through the night. Heavy footsteps in the background, shadows taking flight. Searching for critics in the dark we roam. Whisper O.C.S.T, calling them home. Lost in the wilderness, chasing the